Hey, what's up, everybody? So this stream is gonna start off a little different today. I gotta put together my office chair. It just came in the mail, so y'all gonna watch me put together my new chair. Have to replace this old boy, cause I done beat this chair into oblivion. It hurt my back. It's time to say goodbye to this chair. I gotta put the new chair together because sitting in this chair hurts my back. So. It's gonna be a little unorthodox. You are gonna see me screw together furniture at points in times today, but we gonna watch the game. Not the same. It's raining in Cleveland. It's wet. Cleveland home game. Let's go.
Indeed, the rain is coming down. I'm told that it's not expected to stop all afternoon, and it's only going to get worse because the wind should pick up. Gusts could be as high as 40 miles per hour. We watched both kickers out here. Neither attempted a kick over 50 yards. Neither quarterback had a problem driving the ball. But of course, as Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel says, doesn't want to worry about the weather. He told his players...
New chair fun, appreciate you. The chair was not... Look, the older you get, the more expensive you gotta buy these damn chairs because your body just start breaking down.
A bit of a surprise. Cleveland won the toss, and they led to receive. So they're going to put their rookie quarterback in their...
All right, Dylan, let's see what you got. We out here almost about to double catch a kick. Nice return by Sampson. All right. What's the flag?
And we will check the flag here from our referee, Sean Hockley. It's a return of 27.
Someone said if we win today, I got to put together a chair.
Just a little bit. If you would have known that was going to happen, you probably wouldn't have elected to receive that kickoff.
Yeah, new chair stream, y'all. Step 2. So L, okay, these are all the things I need for step 2.
Hardly disappointing start for this Cleveland team.
There is no call on the play. It's first down.
Thank you.
Okay, so they're going to pick up
Thank
the
you.
flag, and here we go. Gabriel Arch, third straight start after he took over the reins 2 weeks ago in that London game against Minnesota.
It's a big game for Dylan Gabriel, man.
Yes, last week.
At some point, you're going to have to, we got to throw out the, oh, well, he was thrown out there early, and now it's going to matter what he's producing. I think that point comes today.
You've got elite personnel on the road and a Pittsburgh defense that really hit him a lot in that game. And here he is now against the defense on paper, not quite.
They got Harold Fainin in at fullback. Play action, little rollout. He's got space. Is that a late hit? No flag. Well, boys, it's either going to be a funeral or baptism today. Either day, tomorrow's a new day. I think that's fine. I don't think that's a late hit. I think he's going for the ball inbounds. That's not a late hit.
Swiping, in my eyes, swiping at the football really didn't have forcible contact.
Yeah.
Gabriel was
I wouldn't call it a late
I
hit.
think that's a good no call.
So pick up of 6.
All right, ahead of the sticks on first now. Browns weather, let's get this win dog from Tracy.
It's not been good. Lower third of the NFL till this point.
All right, we're going to be in third and short.
He's the rookie, 7th in the league in rush yards per game on his first touch.
Well, Sparrow, as I look at this, especially with this read, it really comes down to the run game. This Dolphins defense have really struggled, especially with explosive runs. They are tied for most in the NFL. And for the Browns, your best player, arguably right now, is Quincy Judkins. Last week only had 12 rushing attempts. They don't have very many big plays. This is the day you have to get your run game going against this defense.
All right, third and short.
Last week, their lowest scoring game of the season, just 9 points.
How much time they got?
250 yards of total offense against the Steelers. 3rd and 3, handoff taken by Ford, and he is well short. And again, it's Jordan Brooks, who's been one of the heavy hitters in the Dolphins defense, as they're going to force a 3-and-out to begin. And the Browns are going to punt.
Yeah, and people aren't really happy with Stefanski, calling that play on 3rd and 4. But again, this is one of those games with the rain. And I know that, with Dylan Gabriel, he has experience playing in the rain in Oregon and all that good stuff. But The Dolphins have really had a hard time getting off the field.
I don't know. If you're going to run on third down, why take Quincy off the field? That's the part I don't get.
Play call.
I understand running on third down, but why take Q off the field there? I don't know. And then taking the ball at, like, if you're going to take the ball at kickoff, right, we win the toss, we take the ball. What I don't appreciate there is them being that, like, if you're gonna get the ball, you win the toss, you got to be aggressive. And that wasn't aggressive. So, like, what did we get the ball for? Or what did we take the ball for? You know what I mean? It just seems confused. And that's not something you normally see from Kevin, at least when he was here, 2020 to 2023. And it's becoming more and more common lately. And that's the big concern, right? Like, why are we, those kind of things shouldn't be confusing.
The time, the ramifications of his words, and no doubt, there's a lot of questions. There's been a lot of.
Are these labeled left and right?
Team and around this, this offense.
Put this whole, yep, they are.
Looking forward to just playing football, eliminating.
All right, Tua first drive. At least he's backed up. Defense is running hard at least.
Well, listen, when you look at their offense, they too would like to get that run game going. And Achane, you can see the excitement that he brings to this offense. His best rushing game of the year last week. But this Cleveland Brown defense, they do a lot of things well. Stopping the run is #1 on that list. They are excellent. For me, for Miami to have any chance in this game, they've had to have even better balance than they did a week ago.
Cleveland top 5 defense with a number of major statistics.
Toss right, good defense. Got to tackle him first. Got to get the tackle behind the line. It's the little stuff. That's the stuff. That's the stuff that's been bothering us the last couple weeks.
Achane, we mentioned where he sits, Arch. To sit on his numbers last week, 7th career 100-yard game of his career. And you want to lean on that ground attack even more in this kind of weather.
And they really use him a lot as a wide receiver. And you see a lot of passes in the flats so he can get just some open space and yards after the catch. And that's what really benefits, I think, this offense and Tua.
All right, third down. Got to get it. Got to get it here. Get good field position for your offense.
One-on-one options to Achane against these linebackers.
Had a ton of pressure.
Has a man wide open. They're going to get a first down. It's Malik Washington. Only his 17th catch of the season. We mentioned how good he's been in the return game, but they pick up 15 as Tua hits him in stride over the
Running back leaks backfield. We don't get enough pressure to stop the play. Now they're in scoring. Well, now they're what, at the 40?
It's almost the most. Watch Waller set this pick with Washington coming out behind.
Yeah, the pick plays. Again, for a team that has been in man coverage for 3 years like the Cleveland Browns, we got to be better at communicating through noise and navigating through space. We've been in man so much, that should be second nature.
Tua drops back. Tua takes his first shot.
He just missing. No flag.
A little bit of a miscommunication. And we asked Tua about last week. He said the game happened. Obviously, the frustration. He said he got home, turned on his phone, looked at one of his sports apps. We think it was the CBS sports app, by the way. Saw that he was basically every headline, and he said, "Oh boy," he knew that he had created a firestorm. And quickly tried to put everything back together with his teammates.
Yeah, and listen, that can be tough, especially when you're the lead headline, and it's for something that wasn't for on the field purposes. It was off the field. And it's a tough situation. I know as a player, one thing that you don't love is when either a coach or player.
Okay.
Achane able to fall on the football.
Is that going to be a completion or incompletion?
But one thing that
Gotta
you
get off
don't
the field
like
here.
as a player, no matter what the relationships are like, you just don't like your dirty laundry aired in the media. You've got to be able to keep that in-house. And you've seen the distraction that it causes and all the problems that it causes. Not a smart thing to do, but he took it on the chin. He's accountable, he's remorseful, and again, he just wants to get back to playing football.
Where the officials actually did rule that a fumble.
Yeah, 3rd and 15, so that's good. Got to get him off the field here. Got to get him off the field here.
So has been one of the best
Yeah, we're going to get him. And we're going to get the good field position, too. Good job, Alex. Good job, defense. Good job, defense.
Among them, Alex Wade, as they lose more yardage.
Wet ball. It might be good field position here from a punt.
To me, again, it always starts up front. And Myles Garrett, he's the headliner. But as I look at this defensive line, they're getting a lot of good play across the board. They rotate a lot of defensive linemen. A lot of those guys like Alex Wright playing their best football of their career.
All right, we got the base of the chair done. If you just tuned in and you're wondering, good return. All right, if you're wondering what the hell am I doing, I got to put together a new chair. So I'm making a chair right now. Hopefully I'll be done by halftime. No, it's not an IKEA chair, Nemi. It's a nice chair. I spent a good amount on it. Not a crazy amount, but a good amount on it. It's a Kalami or some shit like that. All right, I got that step down. Let's get step 2. Attach the back seat and cushion with 3.
I've never seen a make and model like you in my entire life.
Oh, I get that a lot. You should see my
All right, cool. So now we gotta attach the cushion. Where's step 3 screws at? There. All right. Put this on the side. This thing heavy as shit. Whew. All right, put this on the side. Sit it on this chair. With that hole, because this is kind of heavy. Yep. And so far, both offenses going 3 and out. Not really. Kind of the game we're expecting. It's a wet game. You expect it to be a defensive battle. This is the kind of game that the Browns got to thrive at, right? If you're going to be built the way the Browns are, you got to thrive here. Josh says, let's go chair stream. Appreciate you, Josh. Appreciate the super chat. All this shit out the office, too. These 3. Is that kind of slide? Oh, that's pretty slick.
Tomorrow and streaming on Paramount Plus.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Trend fight.
All right. What's going to happen first? Am I going to finish putting together this chair or the Browns going to score a touchdown, chat? Let me know. Let me know, chat.
And you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
A couple of key pieces of injury news for
They give you
Kevin
good tools.
Stefanski's Browns. Jack Conklin suffered that concussion last week, was not quite able to get through protocol, so he is out. Cornelius Lucas making his first
Oh, Lord,
season.
Cornelius Lucas there.
And no David Njoku, who is out today with that knee injury that he sustained in the fourth quarter last week. Browns begin at their own 31-yard line with Gabriel. Handoff to the
Nothing.
Judkins. And this Cleveland offense, Archer, it has been a struggle to say the least. All the quarterback instability, the carousel at that position. But this is what they've done the last 2 seasons or season plus, as they desperately look for answers now with their rookie quarterback.
Yeah, you certainly, you mentioned the quarterback position. 4 different quarterbacks played for the Cleveland Browns last year. Winston 7 games, Watson 7 games. Jerome Ford was their leading rusher last year with just over 500 yards rushing. So they just haven't been able to put it together, and it's been tough times.
Gabriel,
Here you go. Get loose.
gets it out to Jerry Jr.
Jerry got to get downfield faster than that. Took way too long to get downfield.
Last week, the 11th straight game in which Cleveland has failed to score even 17 points. Just to further iterate just how hard it's been for this offense. You don't have Njoku, so you take away one of the options for Gabriel.
We are getting dangerously close to the Boo Birds coming out.
You know, Jerry Jeudy should be your lead receiver. He's had 1,000 yards.
Chair will be done before the Browns score a touchdown.
The tight end could be a
Who said that? Phil? Appreciate the super chat.
He's not in the game right now, but certainly somebody that you could look for on third down.
Oh, false start.
We got some movement pre-snap.
Yeah, we're punting, man.
We got all kinds of penalty flags flying.
And that's going to be on the right side.
False start by the offense, number 71.
Warren Lucas, baby.
All right, so that is the aforementioned Lucas, who again has started a ton of games in his career. Started with Detroit. Last 5 years with Washington. Started 38 games with the Commanders.
Multitasking for the win from Chosen Cartel. Appreciate you.
So many different 6 different starting O-line combinations over the first 7 weeks.
The strength of their offense is their inside three with Batonio, Posey, and Wyatt Teller. They have about 30 years of experience between them, but they have really struggled at both tackle spots this season.
And again, they did not draft an offensive lineman in the draft in April, which took a lot of people by surprise. Gabriel on the run, trying to get it out to the thrash. There is another flag thrown. Bradley Chubb was coming with the pressure for.
Did he hit him late?
And the 2 flags thrown in the secondary portion of the field. So perhaps some contact in the pass game.
Quarterback left the pocket. Illegal contact. Defense number
That's the first down.
It's a 5-yard penalty. Automatic.
That's the first down. Wow, what a bailout. What a bailout there.
Big call. I want to help this young Cleveland offense that has really been struggling.
All right, so this is for step 4.
Chop Robinson is on the edge, and he's rushing to get chipped. I don't see illegal
Can't
contact.
be 44. Maybe they just got the numbers mixed up. Didn't look to be anything from Robinson, but a costly penalty against Miami nonetheless.
All right, man.
Against Cleveland.
Take advantage of it.
From the
It's all sweet.
pitch play. Yardage.
We can't execute anything right now on the ground. Like, I know people are mad that we didn't run Quinshawn a ton, but if this is what the run game blocking is going to look like, we can't do it again. We're going to have to throw the ball. At this point, I'm wondering what happens first. The Browns score 21 points or Q gets engaged. Oh man, I don't love the timeline we're in right now.
Looked like number 26 was Stuart Douglas.
Douglas making his 5th straight start. Some of the injuries that they've had still no Storm Duck. Who's nursing an ankle injury since week 1. Gabriel fires.
Oh wow.
Throws the needle. It's Jeudy.
Wow, I thought that was intercepted. Great catch, great throw.
For Gabriel, that fear.
All right, Gabriel, come on.
Has been taking his lumps.
All right, that's a little bit of a jolt right there.
A pickup of 16.
You say
That's a
careless,
dart.
I say careless. And, you know, I don't know how Rasul Douglas, who he's been the best and most consistent defensive back here for the Miami Dolphins next to Mika Fitzpatrick. I don't know how he doesn't end up with that interception, but great job by Jeudy with the concentration, but careless ball from Gabriel.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Yes.
First and 10 as they work from the 42 back to the ground game. The Regulars checking downstairs.
I love the commentary just shitting on that pass. I love the commentary just shitting on that pass. I mean, like, if it was a quarterback you liked, you would obviously say it was a good throw. AJM says, Q, whatever your Cats are up to, I feel they're doing has got to be more interesting offense. Well, they're moving a little bit now. Let's see. Let's hope this gets more interesting here.
Receiving yards.
All right. Step 4, install the headrest. How does this work? Is it it's a back screw situation. Where's the plate?
Miami defense. Little play action boy looked like some confusion, and there's a flag. Football is loose. Miami falls on him. So we got all
That's going to be roughing the passer.
Sealer. Yeah, they're going to get him
For roughing the
a
passer.
little bit high with that contact.
I think he, little Macho Man Savage clothesline. Entertaining for WWF, but
Roughing the passer. Defense number 92. It's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
Second defensive penalty on this drive.
it's a tough call because you see that he makes contact.
Boy,
with
the
somebody,
Dolphins are not playing disciplined
he
football.
realizes it, and then just tries to pull off of it, but you see that See that official staring right at it. 2 big penalties on the Dolphins. And look, I like, you know, up front, they don't.
Gotta take advantage of this, y'all.
Plays, the Miami Dolphins defense. And you've seen a couple times on this drive where the front 4, front 7, they've been active. They've been able to get to that backfield, but the mistakes, you know, you basically bail out the Cleveland Brown offense.
Right, so 15-yard penalty, so they can mark it now just inside the Miami 40. The last thing you want to do against the Cleveland offense that is struggling to this extent is give them help with these penalties. And now can Gabriel capitalize now with the Browns?
Please don't run on first down again.
Is Judy. All set back Judkins, the rookie.
Okay, good run. What the fuck do I know? Never mind. I don't listen to me. I'm an idiot.
Defensive coordinator for Miami, Anthony Weaver, 3rd different DC for them in the last 4 years.
Here we go. Let's get something. Points, 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 points.
The league in a number of key categories, including that run defense.
Yeah, his number 1 task is
All
to
right.
solve the rushing defense, and it's something that has plagued him this entire season. Last week,
There you
did a
go.
really good job for most of the game, but
All right, 2nd and 5. Browns threatening to score here.
yards at the wrong time.
Oh, nice cut by Judy. I mean, not Judkins. He stays on his feet. Okay.
Covers.
Here we go. No flags.
What an impressive run by Judkins. Missed
Nice run.
Jones and Judkins.
It's hard to get your footing when it's this wet, so he hasn't looked as explosive as he usually does.
Thrash. He goes inside to block the safety.
Yeah, great block by Jamari Thrash. Gives you a one-on-one with Judkins. And Judkins gets the Browns at the 20 now.
Gonna get beat. You cannot stop your feet. You have to attack. And Judkins
Great time for a play action.
get outside.
I was never good at pop quizzes. Maybe give me another chance later.
I got that one from the late 60s.
Should have did play action. All right.
Then we'll pick up there. Robinson on the tackle of Judkins.
All right. All right. We're almost done with this chair, I believe. What's the next step?
Back after a 6-game suspension, and this is his first touchdown since week 3, 2024. It's a passing touchdown. Mahomes
Yeah, you can do a lot of tilt lock, all that shit.
All right, Adam, let's see what Cleveland can do with the Kansas City is doing. Score
All right, I think I'm ready to put the chair together. 2nd and 9.
the least 22nd in terms of red zone touchdown percentage so far for the Browns on the season.
Another run here. Little outside.
Sampson.
There was some space there. All right, 3rd and short.
Judkins, as they took those 2 in the draft. So Sampson gets his first real touch. Again, the red zone some struggles. Top of mind certainly for Stefanski and his staff.
Yeah, and they really don't have that big red zone threat. Njoku, he's not playing. He's a guy at 6'4" that could be a target. Harold Fannin, we talked about, he's 6'4", but he's just a rookie. So
Okay, definitely got to dial this in a little bit.
that red zone target, their success, if they will
not
be
bad.
successful, is going to be how well they run the football throughout this game.
Gabriel
What
slipped
happened?
out of his hands as it falls incompletely. So
right, kick the field goal.
Chubb coming with the pressure again for Miami.
At least they got points.
Stefanski is going to go for the points.
Yeah,
Running extra protection for the kid with Whippler.
to run into
They're going to have to do something. We know what that tackle situation is.
Judy. So
Oh.
he's trying to get out to his back, and he was wide open. I don't know how Gabriel didn't see it or get to him, but that was a missed opportunity.
Hey, man, whoever that color commentator is, he fucking hates Dylan Gabriel, dude. You can always tell when a color commentator doesn't like somebody. Because like, usually they don't like to point out things that could look like mistakes because they don't know if they are. But when every opportunity they get to point out a mistake, they're doing it. Like, remember they brought out all the film breakdown shit for like Deshaun Watson when he was playing? And I was like, it's so clear that this guy just doesn't like Deshaun. That's kind of, is this Adam Archuleta? He's got some kind of beef with Dylan, dude. Did he go to a rival school or something?
Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back.
I mean, like, he's not wrong. Dylan saw the line. Dylan should have thrown the wheel to the running back. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying it is odd that he's pointing it out this much because you watch a lot of NFL football, they don't usually point out all the mistakes the second they happen. Like, they're usually a little bit more lenient on that. So it's a little strange here.
should check you for infections.
All right, man. Kick the field goal.
If you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or you need a vaccine, healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
So we can adjust this.
If you have a small business, you might not know you can be wasting money on your mobile plan,
Okay.
paying for stuff you don't need.
All right, let's dial in these settings here.
Introducing the new MyBiz plan from Verizon Business.
Ooh.
Choose exactly what you want.
This ain't quite right.
For what you need. When you're in control of your mobile plan, you can make
Already it feels so much better. It's not even set up yet.
as low as $20
All right,
a line,
press.
guaranteed for 3 years.
Yeah, the connection is secure. Now my chair is successfully installed. Awesome. Seat height adjustment. Is that on this side? On the right front side while seated. Okay, so this is the height adjustment. Cool. Seat depth adjustment. Knob on the left side. Let's get a little bit more depth here. For sure. Okay, yup. Oh shit. Okay. That's really nice. Yeah, let's get that set in. I don't think he hates him, but he definitely doesn't respect his play. It's something. It's not usual. Again, he's not wrong technically on that play. It's just strange he's pointing it out as aggressively as he is. It's almost like he's trying to make a point. Knob on the right side. Okay. Just a tilt adjustment.
Yeah, he's had the last 2 games have been quiet, certainly for his standards. They played quarterbacks this year that get the ball out fast. And Tua
Okay.
is one of those quarterbacks. But no doubt you have to.
Miami is last in run defense, so that's why they're running. I don't care where Miami is ranked in run defense right now. Look at how the fucking run game looked for most of that drive. Like, if it looks that bad, you gotta adjust. Like, you gotta adjust. Like, that's what I'm reacting to. Like, Miami could be the last ranked run defense. We might be the last ranked run offense, you know?
Time this year. So what does that mean? What's the context? Last year he was chipped 21.
Now that we got lucky, got the lucky chair, we can score touchdowns. I hope this chair lucky.
So he still commands a ton of attention.
To unlock the backrest.
Like all the great ones who can go 3-4 sacks in a single game and make up those numbers.
Handoff A-Chan.
Oh, God. I don't know if the chair's lucky.
Speed, Tyson Campbell. Maybe saving a touchdown as A-Chan.
All right. Okay, that locks the chair back seat.
46.
Let's see.
How did, I mean, this is, watch
Oh, I want to be like right here.
Here, I believe, by the rookie, Savai Anea, who's able to just climb and reach that backer, and what a play by Tyson Campbell. I mean, A-Chan, you already know his speed. It's world-class speed, but for Campbell,
All right, let's see
run it
here.
down, that is a huge play for both teams.
That gets the Dolphins in business from the Cleveland 32. Tua faking a handoff. Tua, beautiful little pass. Puts a man under it. As Jalen Waddle finds the seam. We talked to Jim Schwartz yesterday. It's going to be first down for Miami. 3rd year as the DC here for Kevin Stefanski. We asked him about the challenges.
Oh, yeah.
And he said
Yeah, this chair good. I like this. Nice firm. I can lean back on it. Okay.
Their game plan this week.
It is.
Ah, yeah, that's good. Oh, can I adjust this? Yes, I can.
And you have to be
Yeah.
real careful.
Okay, that's
how you
comfortable.
play your edges. Just being
That's much better.
isn't good enough. You have to cut off the field.
Get this
But
up
that
higher a
time
little
he
bit.
got inside the tight end and then was able to get to the outside again.
Yeah, that's it.
Great run, great blocking. But
Oh, that's it.
by Tyson
All right.
Campbell.
Play some defense. Good stop there.
Offense showing some
Now we're in 2nd and 10.
as Ollie Gordon blowing up, just trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Isaiah
Probably going to let this run down to the quarter break.
among the tacklers for Cleveland. Final 27 seconds. Mike McDaniel, Kevin Stefanski, a couple Ivy League guys. Go back a long time. Miami does not have have to run a play here. Let's see how they handle this on 2nd and 11.
How are we going to try to just draw them offside, Squirrel?
Nah, they're not gonna snap this shit. All right, y'all, let's check on our sleeper picks here. So we got our sleeper picks for today. That's last week's sleeper picks. Let me update that. Somebody's like sarcastically like, oh, you're gonna blame Miles for that? I mean, the defense isn't playing great. Do I need to start a screen record in case the chair fails? I would find it hard to believe I fucked this chair up. I think I actually, all the screws are gone, man. For all the steps, all the screws are gone. I think I'm good. I'm good here. I'm handy. You know what I mean? Don't play me like that. I know how to change tires. Do you? Okay, stop. All right, let's switch out the thing here. Acting like I'm not handy. That's crazy. So it was like we talking about an IKEA chair. The Browns are so bad. I'm gonna be real with you. Even if the Browns were good, I'd be putting together this chair and we'd probably be talking about it. That's just the nature of the internet. The internet's not super focused. Like, I don't think it's a statement on the Browns. Like, the Browns are a statement on themselves. Like, we don't have to reach for a statement on the Browns. Like, look at their record. That's the statement. All right, where is the... Yes, right here. All right, so our sleeper picks for this game: Dylan Gabriel over 175 yards passing. We'll see. Devin Achane over 4.5 receptions. Might have wanted to go with the yards there, but we'll see. Dylan Gabriel over 29.5 pass attempts. We will also see what's going on there. Harold Faden 4.5 receptions. Let me know if you think that these are going to hit. But if you want to join the fun, you can get 100% match with up to $100 when you use the promo code WORSTTAKE. Again, 100% match up to $100 when you use the promo code WORSTTAKE. Sign up, use the promo code WORSTTAKE, join Sleeper, join the fun.
Of the NFL and by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Kind of crazy today. First matchup of two left-handed quarterbacks.
Yeah, this is comfortable. I ain't gonna lie.
Michael Vick, Chris Sims.
All right, Browns got to force a field goal here.
Kind of was more excited about going against the left-hander than he was about a fellow Hawaiian. As he's got this offense now in business.
3rd and 7.
Achane tripped up. He had it tackled right around the 15-yard line.
That was going to be a big run. Good thing he fell.
He just tripped. You know, we talked about the red zone for the Cleveland Browns. The Dolphins, they have an elite red zone
Because, like, here's my point on Adam. There are going to be times where you watch Tua and he misses stuff and Adam's not going to bring it up, right? And it's like, why are we bringing up one side, not the other? And it's because he probably has an axe to grind.
package with him in the red zone that he is a target.
Tua's pass. Tough potential catch. Washington.
Like, he's not going to call that an irresponsibly thrown ball like he did on the completion of Jerry Jeudy. Like, it's strange, you know, how he's calling the game. That's all I'm pointing out.
I mean, and that ball placement was
exceptional. That's exceptional ball placement this time. When it was a tight window earlier, it's reckless, right? You see the difference? Like, it's a little strange.
Than it is for the quarterback.
Again,
Football, but that was
you don't have to reach to criticize Dylan Gabriel, and you definitely don't have to reach to criticize this Browns offense. So, like, why are we reaching? 3-3 game going into the second quarter. Job's not done until you do the cleanup. That's true. Oh, yeah, the lumbar support right there. Oh, yeah, we cooking. We cooking. We are in business. The chair is up and running. All I got to do is clean up now. And this wheels are like, look at this shit. It's smooth right here. the pass to Jerry Jeudy didn't go right through the defender's hands. It was a tight window throw. It is like such a strange thing to like have all this praise for Tua and Dylan Gabriel when they are pretty similar quarterbacks. You know, it's like they're both not playing good right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little strange. Job's not done till you do the cleanup. Job's not done till you do the cleanup. Let's get it. Shit. Put all this foam and stuff, and you gotta get rid of it. All right. Whew. Yeah, Tua is like Dylan Plus. It's like they're the same brand, except for Tua is more proven and a better talent. But it's like the same brand of quarterback. You know what I mean?
Second counts.
You got a plan?
Like I don't know if y'all have watched a lot of Tua this year, but it has not been good.
Track. The new season begins CBS tonight after 60 minutes.
Early second quarter, all tied at 3 as we welcome you back inside the booth. Spiro and Arch, Aditi work in the field. We wondered how the rain would factor in. What have you seen so far from these two offenses?
Well, I've noticed that you're a little bit, extreme in the vest. It's not even that cold out here.
Says the guy who wore a coat this morning.
There's no rain coming in our booth, and you're sitting here like...
Take it off. I'll take it off.
I can't tell y'all how much more comfortable I am.
Southern Florida cats, man.
Whew.
Golly.
Not gonna tell the brand of this chair because they ain't sponsored the stream or anything.
I am. Listen,
But,
the conditions are going
but this is fucking comfy, man.
football team so far. Miami winning the big play battle.
A little bit of a bobble on the catch by Sampson.
All right, guys. Now we're getting shitty field position to start too. Great.
For Cleveland, let's get another NFL Today.
Great.
Get Adam Shine.
Spiro, I know you love a great AFC South highlight. We got one for you here. How about Cam Ward? Look at this throw to Jim Ray Dinke, 38 yards. It's the end of the first quarter, and it's 10-3 Titans in the Mike Vrabel revenge game. Back to you.
We do love us some AFC South. How about that start for the Titans? What a crazy game.
Got to start manufacturing some offense here, man.
Man, we'll be keeping close tabs on that one as Dylan Gabriel comes back onto the field for the Browns. So the Browns game and Judkins. So nice little mix. Stefanski was upset. Felt like the play calling and the imbalance got a little bit away from them last week with the 60-plus dropbacks. But obviously a big focus here with their one attack.
Better balance, but again, I'm not out there on the field playing. I'm not throwing. I'm not catching. But it is, to me, it's a bit of a conservative game plan. I think you watch how at least the Dolphins are operating in their passing offense, a little bit more aggressive with Tua throwing the football. I thought the Browns really were bailed out by a couple of penalties. But I'd like to see the young kid, the quarterback, I'd like to see him throw the ball down the field a little bit.
Oh,
Gabriel
nice.
threads the needle. This is Corley. Hasn't been a big piece of
Nice little screenplay
picks up 7
over the A-gap.
as Corley has his first catch of the season.
Yeah, really a slick
Nice little design from Kevin.
Number 83.
I think that's the second time we've gone to that little fake whip route
The center.
over in like that. I mean, if we get the center over a little bit faster, it's a much bigger play. A nice design there from
Executed by the Cleveland Browns.
the Browns
Was
offense.
taken third round by the Jets last year. Cut at the end of their camp in August.
Little play action here.
Played by Cleveland. Gabriel on the run. Everyone covered down the field. And Jalen Phillips forces him out of bounds. Arch, we sat with Gabriel, first time we're seeing him up close, and you sit with him, and it's obvious, A, how smart he is, and how grounded he is, level-headed. You see the traits that Stefanski and Andrew Berry and all those guys love during the draft process.
Well, you see that the 63 starts and all the playing time he got playing big-time college football, you see it on the field. Is he a rookie? Yes. Is he going to make mistakes? Yes. But we've seen a lot
Only 4 attempts for him so far.
He has a really nice command for only starting 2 games.
Judkins picks up a couple, and obviously
3rd and long. Again, like I know Miami's the worst run defense in the NFL, but are you getting results running the ball against them? Like, at some point you gotta ask yourself that question. Like, I understand they're 32, they're not that good, but we're not that good. So are we good enough to exploit that? If we're not good enough to exploit it, then we gotta just move on. Because we tried to run the ball on like 3rd and 3, we weren't successful.
He seems confident to be able to sit in there, go through his reads, his progressions, and
looks like they're sending a blitz. They do.
on 3rd and 6, Miami rushes 5.
And that's intercepted.
Was it picked?
Yeah. There's going to be a flag on that play. He might get away with
There
it.
is a flag thrown.
I think it's going to be pass interference.
Fanning was the intended target, so Davis makes the pick, but this is a potential defensive penalty against Miami.
Yep. So not an interception. Let's see if it really affected the play and if this is going to end up being a turnover-worthy play for Dylan. Got to see the replay here. So they call this late.
He is underneath.
So that's fine.
Side leverage,
Yeah, I mean, it's a tight throw, but if that DB's not holding, I think Harold is in that spot, and he does catch that ball.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's called it pretty fine.
Yeah, that's not an interception or a turnover-worthy
I
play.
think Fitzpatrick has a right to be upset, and to me, that's the story of the Dolphins' defense so far today.
There you go. Run. All right, go. Come on, score! Yeah! Oh my God, 10 points! 10 points and a half! Oh my God, are we gonna score 20? Mika's hurt. Browns fans are not gonna be upset at that, Mika being hurt. Wow! Hold on! Chair, let's go! Chair stream. No. Is there a flag on us?
it is Fitzpatrick who's still down.
When would you like to see 12? 8's fine for now.
Now looks like he's
You got to assess where he is after the bye week.
makes this kid Judkins so.
Let's get to the bye week, assess where he is, assess where Dylan is, and see if it's necessary to play him.
Cleveland.
I tell you, this is a great piece of work
Yes!
by Teller.
No flag, baby.
Just a great piece of work inside, and then that's what you want to see.
The one week I don't put the Judkins anytime touchdown on the slip. There it is. Oh, I'm an idiot. Lucky chair, Juddy Tutty, let's go. I don't know if I'm going to call it a Juddy Tutty. I'm going to be real with you. Great job by Dylan Gabriel on the handoff there. I just did that to piss off people. Chat, talk about how great of a handoff that was and how, he's the only quarterback on the roster that could have handed that ball off right there. Let's go. Touchdown. Oh my God, a chunk play for a touchdown. That was insane. By the way, shout out to the Dolphins for just penalizing themselves out of every Browns mistake this game. Like, the Browns have 10 points, all thanks to penalties. Both times they've scored, they should have been off the field, but the Dolphins just keep penalizing themselves. Legendary handoff. I don't know. There you go. And look, I was able to celebrate it. And look, you see, I'm not doing the shoulder. Y'all been noticing I've been doing this weird shoulder thing like for a year and a half because my shoulders always, it was the fucking chair. That's why I switched the chair out, because I'm like, I only feel this way when I sit in that chair. Judkins for 20 points. Hey, let's go. What, fantasy points? You talking about fantasy points? Yeah, I didn't draft Quincy in fantasy football, and that was a mistake. I also traded for Jamar Chase, which ended up working out. What? I can adjust these armrests like you can adjust them forward, but you can also adjust them laterally. That's awesome. Hold on, I could just be like real wide with it. It's nice. I wish they did sponsor this stream so I got the chair for free, but no, I paid for this fucking chair. That's some big boy blocking. Let's go. Bunch of missed tackles too. Quinshawn forced a bunch of missed tackles there too. That's what I like to see. All right, let's play some defense now. The defense has no fucking excuses now. The offense is putting up some points. They got the lead. It's hype in the building. It's raining. You're going against a bad offense right now in Miami. I don't want to hear the defense bitch about how they're going to throw the ball short because the offense can't put up. Okay, they put up points. Play defense now. Don't give up a 70-yard run to Dave to Achan. You know what I mean? Like let's be for real, y'all. Let's be for real. No excuses now. Let's go. Let's play some good defense. Let's lock it in.
So you can watch
Let's lock it in.
your way. Here we go. If we let it.
No, Jimmy has him not talking to the refs. Are you watching? Like the Miami Dolphins are just committing these penalties. Like it's just like they are just that undisciplined as a team right now. Time to roll up the old chair to Canton. I think this chair might have saw 3 wins, man. This chair right here might have saw like 4 or 5 wins. It's a damn shame. It's a crying shame. Because this chair got here at the start of the 2024 season. So yeah, this chair I sat in this chair for 4 wins, man. 4 wins is all this chair got to see. RIP.
Archie mentioned the long 20-plus yard runs that this Miami defense has given up again. That rears its ugly head. The Esridge is going to play it.
Oh, fumble! The Browns are on top of it.
Just a massive hit.
Let's go. Is it bad that I still want the Browns to lose because I'm tired of the Kevin era? I mean, you want things to get better at the end of the day, right? I don't care who it gets better with. If it's with Kevin, fine. If it's not with Kevin, then it's not with Kevin. But you want things to get better. So if things are legitimately, structurally getting better, and I don't think this game's proof of it, by the way. This is just the Miami Dolphins not being a good football team, right? So far in this game, at least. But if things get better, then why root against it? Right? Like, that's what you want. Just because it's not the guy that you wanted to get things better doesn't make it okay, right? So you gotta just, if it gets better, be open to, hey, it's getting better. Like the problem I had at the beginning has been solved, so it could be fixed. But we got to get to that point. We're nowhere near that point with the offense right now.
Complimentary football, what a big play.
I think if the next offseason beef the offensive line, we may be better next season.
Miami 46.
And a run the ball here.
Judkins.
Yeah, right now our offensive success, I mean, like I said, the last 10 points has been because like the penalties that the Dolphins have had.
We need other people to make plays if the offense is still struggling. We need the defense to make plays. We need.
Got to get in the field goal range here, Dylan.
That's what we exactly saw. I can tell you this about the field.
Cannot waste
It
this.
looks a little bit beat up. That's because most every player is wearing the 7-stud cleats. They're just draining exceptionally well. The Bermuda grass, no issues there, no puddles.
But is Aditi wearing her 7 sneakers?
This is Jenkins.
Can't get that.
Leg kind of crumpled underneath.
Can't have that.
Okay, by the way, we walked out of the
Again,
first thing.
I understand. I don't know. It's tough because you've gotten a couple of chunk plays off against Miami's off run defense, but play to play is just not happening.
You know, that's the second day.
Guys, I am so much tougher than
Then you got to stretch them and try to gap them a little bit more than we're doing right now.
Tell us something we don't know, Aditi.
How's that tea, Sparrow?
It's nice and warm.
Got to get this at least to the 40 here.
And so far, so good here in Cleveland. 3rd and 11. So officially, they
Oh, might be a free play.
one on the play. Gabriel under duress gets it out. This is the tight.
That's a first down. That's a free play. I think they jumped. I think false start on, I mean, not false start, encroachment on the defense.
There's a penalty marker thrown.
Offside.
Penalties decline. Free play.
So Harold Fanninarch, fourth among all.
Good job by Harold there. I think the note you would give Dylan on this one, like, it's fine you took the check down, but well, they threw the flag late. If they threw the flag earlier, I would be like, throw it downfield, but there's nothing there. Yeah, no, it's a fine decision from the quarterback. Play action.
Gabriel puts a man under it, looking back in Fanning's direction as they convert on a 3rd and 11. And Arch, you've seen this, whether it's confusion, whether it's the defensive formations, as we take a look at what Cleveland has done offensively. Miami obviously has had all kinds of issues.
Ooh, it is pouring rain right now.
They started out actually making some plays, but it's been the penalties that you've given the Cleveland Browns a chance. And then just one little play here. The Browns offense is executing their details much better.
Energy seems to be where, which is good luck for Cav. A good look for Cav, yeah.
Together, short up. Otherwise, this is the type of game that could start to unravel.
A little bit of a short snap. Gabriel, nice job to go down low for it. Gets into
it's a big run there by Judkins.
What could have been a disaster. There's another flag thrown.
It's going to be a late hit on the quarterback. It's on Miami. That's on Miami. They hit the quarterback.
Flags against this Dolphins defense.
Big flags.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 15.
That's another one, man.
Boy, that's just huge.
Boy, on every critical down, in every critical play for this Miami Dolphins defense, they're getting like giant penalties here. Even on the play where the Browns converted on their own, they got an encroachment.
Watch Phillips coming off.
Yeah, Jaden Phillips. I mean, like, you just can't, he doesn't have the ball.
Didn't see the ball was handed off.
It doesn't matter. Like, you can't just hit him.
As a left-handed quarterback with his back to him, and he doesn't really know or realize, because in his mind, I'm not going to speak for him, but I guess I am. In his mind, he's getting a pass set by that tackle. He's coming around and just can't see that Gabriel doesn't have the football.
A tough set of circumstances for Miami. Automatic first down gives Cleveland the football at the 15-yard line. They line up Fanning in the backfield. Judkins.
Boy, 72 got put on a fucking sled there. 72 got put on. Look at 72 on the replay if they show it here. 72 got put on a sled here by Phillips or whoever that was. My goodness. Whew. Son, anchor.
Yeah, they just have to settle down. And, you go back to last week against the Chargers. Chargers ripped off a couple of big plays, but really for most of the game, this defense did a really nice job in this part of the field in limiting the Chargers to this field goal, to just field goals. They have to do the same thing right here.
Gabriel, let's see if they take some shots down the field. They give chase. Gabriel, a little bit of a cutback.
All right, third and 6, third and manageable.
And that's going to set up a big third down here, where you got a chance here if you're Cleveland to throw a gut punch and potentially extend this thing now to 2 touchdowns.
I would exercise a little bit of caution, because you started to see it a little bit.
I wonder if they go over the middle. Well, no Njoku today. So they don't really have any money plays to go to in the red zone. They can't just throw a fade ball up to Jerry Jeudy.
Because you cannot give.
Jerry Judy's in the backfield right now.
See the play selection that has been run heavy.
Call a timeout.
And it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. As Miami is going to take its first charge timeout. 7 and change left before halftime. Back at 30.
Can't just run mesh. Can't just run mesh here, right? That's what they love running in this situation. Can't just run mesh with like the in over top. Maybe you can. Actually, maybe mesh or drive might be a good idea right now. Might not be the worst idea in the world, actually. Someone said DG looks scared to throw the ball. What, bro? It's a fucking monsoon out there. We just be criticizing. Like, we at the 10, we might score 17 points and a half. Like, well, I don't think this is the week to be super critical. Like, like it's fine. It's not amazing quarterback play, but it's fine. If he scores here, that'd be awesome.
As they play from the Miami 14. Gabriel from the
Too much pressure. Little screen. We got the first.
first down.
Good job. All right, we got to score now.
Ford so good.
Great execution there. Great play call. Kevin's calling a good game today, man. Kevin's calling a good game today. These screens are really hitting, right? Like, this is a nice little play call here.
Nobody there. Watch Chubb. He's going inside, and then he just sees it too late. So really,
This is much better. This is what we talk about, putting the floor on the offense. We got another quarterback in right now.
Has come off the field as it
Wildcat. Oh, we're doing the Judkins thing.
Wildcat.
yeah, they practiced. They were working on this in practice on Friday with Judkins at quarterback.
So Judkins lines up, takes the direct snap. Wildcat, he's got a convoy. And Judkins, that second little
Boy,
stab at it's going to pick up.
I think Judkins is being a little bit too patient today. A little bit too patient in some of these runs.
That's
Old school.
That's old school foosball right there. Single wing, but Dolphins, really, they played it well, stacked it up. Nice defense.
Stefanski just trying to pick his spots and where he could open things up with this offense. This will be the 10th play of the drive.
Got to get this off. Call timeout.
15.
Yeah, call timeout. They're going to call timeout.
And it looks
I'm going
like
to use the bathroom.
he's going to take a time.
The muscle tight end just trying to pound that Miami defense. Well,
For a little bit of
Oh, no, he's going to score. 17 points. Well, 16. We got to make the extra point. Way to capitalize on mistakes here. Hey, look. I think two things are true right now. The Miami Dolphins are penalizing themselves into a lot of trouble in this game, and that's definitely true with what we're watching. The second thing is true, too, here. The Browns are doing a good job of capitalizing on those mistakes, right? They're doing a great job. By the way, amazing week for me not to play the Quincy Judkins anytime touchdown. Just amazing. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, I got you. Yes. Roast beef.
All right, let's make the extra point kicker.
Those points in a first half for
And I think he got it.
season.
All right, let's go.
Buffalo Wildcats.
All right, defense, this is the shit y'all been asking for. If Miami gets this ball here, you got special teams helping out, offense executing. We're just simply asking the defense for the rest of this game, do your fucking job, right? Just that's it. Anthony Latham, who I beat in Madden this week, by the way, big shout out. On Madden, I got to play him again. Let me chill. But Anthony Latham with another one. So it said the chair's better than the nuts. I'm not going to explain that one for anybody. Just going to sit on that. Yeah, this is the stuff you've been wanting to see more from Kevin, right? Creativity in the offense, you know, not the stale, like they freshen things up a little bit here. Miami is definitely killing themselves. I love that we are actually taking advantage of it. Yes, yes, yes. It's twofold, right? Miami is mistaking themselves into a horrible position, but the Browns are capitalizing on that position. They are being, and I bitched about this all week, they are being, let's say it, chat, opportunistic. We've been talking about this Browns team has to be in their DNA way more opportunistic than they have been. And this is the stuff we're talking about. Take advantage of opportunity. Now, it's only the second quarter. You got to do this for 4 quarters, but be more opportunistic and then just look what happens. It's refreshing to see the Browns finally take advantage of opportunities. Also, Billy Napier fired. Is that the Florida coach? Sean Phillips, thank you for the super chat. Opportunistic.
Changes everything. Capital One. What's in your...
You'd be surprised how much better of a football team you can be if you're just more opportunistic. Love that we're not sulking, right? Didn't come into this game head down, oh, woe is me, we're the Browns, right? No, came into this game energized, came into this game with the right attitude. They look like the more disciplined team of the two right now. Like the Dolphins look completely disorganized. Like we're watching the team like they're disorganized. Now you got to do it for 4 quarters. Can't just do it for 2 quarters. Got to do it for 4 quarters. We've had 17 points before and have stalled out on it. So got to do this for 4 quarters. Tied in season high of points again. Yep, got to break it. Got to get to 20. Can't let this happen.
The return out near the 50 as we go downstairs to Aditi.
Here this past Tuesday, Brown center Luke Whippler, who we just saw on that touchdown, defensive end Isaiah McGuire, and recently retired wide receiver David Bell visited University Hospital's Simon Cancer Center. They juggled, hung out, and just in general continued the organization's focus on awareness during this, the NFL's crucial catch.
All right, defense. This is a tough situation, right? But the offense, special teams have done their job. You got to start doing their job. New chair for the upcoming winning streak. Someone's going to be like, this chair going to cost us Fernando Mendoza. False start. Darren Waller, 83.
Had a penalty flag. This was that day. It's such a crazy league. You just think a couple of years.
All right, got him behind the sticks, defense. Do your job. Now the defense doesn't have to worry about being the offense, right? They've been talking about all that pressure they were taking on. They can take that pressure off. Do your job now, defense. That's all we asking. Do your job. This play calling had me defending Kevin before. This is the play. This is the Kevin that like puts a floor on the offense, right? This is the stuff that we've been wanting to see here, right? Like better, more imaginative stuff here. It's got to continue for 4 quarters, but it's a lot better than what it's been, obviously. Fly to the ball, make the tackle. There you go. 2nd and 13.
When we talked to Mike McDaniel yesterday about last year's 2-6 start, that's when the Dolphins ripped off 3 straight wins, and he said there are absolutely learning lessons from that. And every previous year that he was with a team that struggled, he said he's told his players it's super simple, just focus on the next opponent. But then, guys, he said to us, as simple as it is, it's actually not that simple to keep your focus that narrow.
The 2-6 start last year, as you mentioned, they won 6 of their final 9, just narrowly missed the playoffs. Can they tap into some of that? What made them successful? They're trying to get this season going.
They've defended a boot really well there. All right, 3rd and 13. Let's go.
But Arch, as you just said, it's one thing you be an offensive guru and then formulate offensive schematically, but can you lead a team back to psychology of the NFL, something you know very well?
Yes, well, certainly. It's right now the way the Dolphins season has gone, and again, just you take last week as a bit of a microcosm of what's been happening all season. If you don't get this team together, you don't get all the players to try to become one to overcome this, then all of a sudden it really starts to get away from you. It's super important.
Tua's pass again with 5 rushing under duress.
What's the flag?
There is a penalty flag. Now, what's the call here? Westbrook Akine was the intended target. Flag thrown in the secondary portion of the field for Cleveland. And what a potentially huge call this is.
Before the quarterback left the pocket, illegal contact. Defense number 26.
5-yard penalty, first down. Let's look at it.
That was Harden, and that is a monster call.
Can't do that, defense.
Bring Miami now to a first down.
It is. Now the rule is if the quarterback leaves the pocket,
Yeah.
illegal contact. Because you don't know if the quarterback's running, if it's going to
Yeah. Yeah, he held on way too long.
The contact past 5 yards.
Unnecessary penalty too by Miles Harden because you're not even involved in the play there. Just trust your leverage there. Like, you know, you don't got to play it with your hand.
Frustrating sequence, fresh set of downs for Miami.
Got to get it here. Just stop him here. You're fine.
Inside their 49. A-Chan trying to find the end.
There you go. Great play, Carson. Great play, Carson.
Carson.
Great play. Just stop him here. You're fine.
The rookie, second
Got him behind the sticks. 2nd and 12. We're fine.
NFL rookies in tackles.
Look at this. He just gets off of this block from this guard here and just stands up, AJ.
Spots on this
Woo.
defense, but you talk about a guy that is starting to really grow as a leader.
Ooh, that boy can play.
He's a strong blitzer, exceptional against playing the run. Now at times, still learning the coverage aspect of what it takes to be an NFL linebacker, but certainly has tremendous football instincts, and that was a great job of getting to A-Chan on the outside.
Drop ball. Oh, that's backwards. That's live.
Let's see what the officials.
That's backwards. Incomplete? Are you kidding me?
That could have been way worse for Miami. As it will be 3rd and long.
Let's look at that again. I don't think that was just an incomplete pass. He drops the ball there. That's a throw. Hey, challenge that. You might want to challenge that. He threw that back. Look at that.
Decision.
Look, that's a backwards throw.
The thick of things for this defense.
You see Mason Graham
Does it matter if it gets deflected?
pick out of Michigan. They're trying to set up a screen. And
Great job, Mason. All right, get him off the field here.
the Browns looking like 3-man.
Here comes Miles. He got blocked.
No pressure. Tua had all day, but
Hey, be smart, Miles. Don't give him another gift. That's why I caved and bought a Schlesinger jersey from Sean Phillips. All right, good job. Got him off the field. They're not going to score points here.
Dolphins offense.
They're going to have to punt.
Continue as they will punt.
Well, listen, the issues are continuing for both sides of the football, and especially, look, we talked about the mistakes and the penalties, the mistackling on the defense that they've had, but also offensively, to me, the details, the small details.
Is he calling a play?
That
No.
it takes to play in this weather just aren't there today.
Marvin Dan back deep as the punt from Bailey.
It's going to be a tough drive here starting at the 10.
So 45 on the punt.
You just want to flip field position here if you're Cleveland at the very least. But 4 minutes, 4 seconds left. 17-3. Defense starting to look like what we remember them looking like. Much better place to be in. I got to get my cup of All right, we're back.
Latest NFL scores and highlights on this third Sunday of October. It's all to come on the Horizon halftime report. Time of possession favoring Cleveland. A 2-1 margin. Judkins. That big 46-yard touchdown.
Lucas didn't hold up there.
First down.
Listen, Spiro, we came into this game as this is the story. Let's feed number 10. Little one-on-one football on the outside. That's one missed tackle. Let's take it inside against one of the game's best. And Minka Fitzpatrick, that's 2 missed tackles. And then how about some goal line, red zone, wildcat, single wing football up inside. Really, it's been a tremendous day already.
17 rushes.
17 touches for 75 yards.
You've been very good with your keys to the game. You were on that before the kick, educating our viewers.
All right, 3rd and 10 here. They went really conservative here with the play call. Again, backed up against your own 10, you're going to have some level. Like your offensive line stinks. You're backed up at your own 7. The play calling here is just going to have to be conservative because you don't want to give them points here with the safety or get to a situation where you can give up a block punt touchdown. So I get not being super aggressive here. You got to just probably going to dump this off, maybe some kind of screenplay call.
Never gave up.
Just get some space here to punt.
And he said, my job is to run just like his personality is.
Indeed, he's had a huge influence on the young rookie runner. As Miami, by the way, did call a timeout. But Kevin Stefanski talking about Judkins on Friday says, I love him, serious about his craft, Arch. He wants the ball every play. Great running style, guy who can run away from the DBs. He just has that really impressive combination of power and speed that we have already seen on display in this first half. 3rd and 12, Miami trying to
Let's get rid of it. Oh, you got 2 holding calls. You got 2 holding calls in the end zone. This is... Got to get rid of it faster if you're dealing there.
I thought that was completely unnecessary to drop back on 3rd and 12 with Miami having one of their timeouts.
Ruling on the field is that the runner is stopped in the field of play. It is not a safety. Illegal use of hands to the face. Offense number 71. This penalty's declined. It's 4th down.
Well, that's what you wanted to avoid there.
In that kind of a situation, you got to...
I mean, you got to drop back and throw on the 3rd and 11. Like, you got to act like you want to convert here. It's just, look at the protection here. I mean, it's just bad. Thankfully, he got out the end zone there. But now you got a real tough situation for your punter, and you're going to put your defense at a shitty field position here to start.
That's one of the better play calls in this game.
Again, Lucas starting today.
Yeah, that looks like it went off the side of his foot.
Doesn't have his usual allotment of space. Fielded by Washington. So Miami's going to have it on the plus side of the field down to the Cleveland 40-yard line. 1 timeout.
Yeah, so offensively, you start the ball, you start at the 10. The expectation isn't really going to be to score on that drive as much as it's going to be to try to flip field. So what would a successful drive have been, a bare minimum threshold on that drive with that starting field position have been? You probably would have wanted to get the ball to like the 40. If you've got the ball to the 40, you can punt it, pin it within the 10, flip the field position game. What you can't have is negative yards on the drive and then, you know, you go from bad field position to even worse. Now, you avoided the sack, which would have been the safety there, but gotta keep yourself in plus yardage in those kind of situations, which is why, you know, they ran the ball so much. A drop back there in that situation, I don't really mind it. Was it from the gun though? Like, was it from the gun or under center? Because I think I think under the gun, well, at gun, I think I can understand it more because you can get rid of it quickly. If it was under center, then I understand that call less. Every time Dylan makes a mistake, though, and I think we need to understand this because the same thing's going to apply with Deshaun. Every time a young quarterback makes a mistake, we need to stop writing a fucking autopsy about the kid every time somebody makes a mistake. This is not something I'm gonna do with Shador. It's not something I appreciate people doing with Dylan Gabriel either. Stop writing fucking autopsies because the kid made one mistake. You know what I mean? Like, even if he throws an interception, even if he takes a safety, it's not an autopsy on his career. But every time I look at chat and like, oh, he can't do this. He's done. It's over. It's like, please, you sound like a fucking moron right now. And you know, if that were Shador in there, he did the same thing, you'd be mad at the offensive line or something else, and you wouldn't be writing an autopsy on the kid. Just let it fucking go. Shador's gonna play when Shador's gonna play. We don't have to rush it. We're up 17-3 right now. Why are we bitching? Why are we bitching right now? Like, real talk. What are we bitching about? So much complaining. We ain't been up 14 all fucking season and we're complaining.
They got the football. They're in really good shape in terms of the clock, and they get the football arch to begin the second half.
Yeah, so with Cleveland with 2 timeouts left, you see Tua's number really
like, if Shador goes in there and makes mistakes, which he will as a rookie quarterback, I'm not going to sit here and write an autopsy every time he does it. It's not fair. Same thing goes for Dylan. Hey, we got a wide open guy in the gap.
Cleveland has no opportunity in this half to get any more points on the board.
Ooh.
Blitz are coming. They're going to whistle this thing dead. Schlesinger was coming heavy.
Before the snap, false start, offense number 79, 5-yard penalty. His first down.
They should let us get the play.
That was a false start because
That would have been a second down. Yeah.
was scot-free. Just right down the pipe. Nobody blocks it.
And Mason was there too.
Patrick Paul, their left tackle, was kind of blocking air on that play. So miscommunication. Fortunate that Tua didn't take a hit. 7th penalty against Miami for nearly 60 yards.
They're out of field goal range. Great job. Great job, defense. Great job, Grant. Let's keep going downhill. Let's keep going downhill.
You see a little tendency breaker from Jim Schwartz, who does not blitz a lot. So you have Delpit coming off the edge. And teams usually don't blitz the Miami Dolphins. Tua in his career, with the way he gets rid of the football and the speed they have on the field, teams are reluctant to throw blitzes, but 2 in a row, and now all of a sudden, Dolphins, who are in great shape, now find themselves in a battle to try to get points.
Well, Miami's going backwards, so back-to-back plays.
Gotta get him there. Ah, shit.
And they get a lot of it back. HN, a first down run on a 2nd and 21.
All right, keep it to 3. Keep it to 3. What happened on that one? Who missed their gap? So they shift over. They pull 2 guys in it. And Devin Bush just can't get free of the guard. It's good design by Mike McDaniel, honestly.
Okay, so we go to Rome.
All right, keep it to 3. Keep it to 3.
And her boyfriend. Yes, and the entire time I think that my boyfriend is going to propose. We go to dinner at a beautiful, beautiful restaurant. Romantic hole in the wall. He bends down on one knee. He's not picking a ring up. No, he's tying his shoe. He goes to pay for dinner, but his credit card is not accepted. So, thankfully, I have my Sapphire Reserve card. At my non-proposal, I'm buying dinner for all of us, by the way. It was really fun. I mean, at least you got the points. True. Silver lining. I mean, that is huge. Didn't you got the points?
Confidence is
Keep it to 3.
It's built. One choice, one moment, one step at a time. How you feel is how you play. It starts with a click. Invisalign.
Carne asada is back Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic.
Cumin, coriander, and super tender.
Juicy. People love it. And it's so good with our new red chimichurri. You're going to want to put it on everything. 10 out of 10 flavor.
I gotta stop looking at Chat. Chat be saying the dumbest shit sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Chat just be like, Chat is just like, I just want to blame a player. I'm gonna blame him for whatever happened on the play, regardless if he was even on the field or not. People just be having access to grind in the chat. It's not really a harbinger for information. Just gotta keep it to 3 here. Keep it to 3.
Did anyone approve this?
No, he just does what he wants.
Nothing stops college football. Nothing stops rare.
Uber Eats presents
great saves. The Seahawks saved the game in their Week 4 victory over the Cardinals. Quarterback Sam Darnold connected with wide receiver Jackson Smith and Jacob, putting Seattle in field goal range. And kicker Jason Myers drilled the game winner as time ran out. Save with Uber Eats. They have deals on all your game day favorites. Order now.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Chipotle.
At the Georgia Aquarium?
Real flavor. Chipotle for real. And by Progressive. Coverage you can count on. Progressive.com.
Well, the Dolphins aren't the only sea creatures in Cleveland today. The Greater Cleveland Aquarium, one of the fun sights, right around the corner from where we sit here in downtown Cleveland.
All right, keep it to 3.
Second and 21 against the Dolphins. A fresh set it down. It's pitch play. They go right back to H-N. Archie got to gang tackle him as much as you can as they get him to the turf.
Yeah, that pin pull out wide play that they do with H-N has been a killer for the Browns. Not just with the Dolphins, but with everybody they played against. Kansas City putting belt to ass to the Raiders right now.
Chiefs of the Raiders, back to you.
All right, Adam, KC getting healthy, getting whole with their offense. Wild start to the season it has been on that AFC West.
All right, empty protection here.
Playing with one timeout left. Cleveland has 2, trying to churn up as much of that clock as they can for the Dolphins. 2 taking a shot.
Get up.
It's the end zone.
There you go.
What a matchup there.
Good job, Tyson.
Campbell, of course, thrown right into the fire last week after the trade. Strapped it on. Arch started in Pittsburgh. Excellent here.
Boy, if he could play the ball better, that's an interception.
Thing that he did at the last moment, he tried to turn and locate the football. Something that he really didn't do last week, but tries to locate the football.
Tyson Campbell don't be locating the football for shit, man. He ain't never going to do it. He ain't do it in Georgia. He ain't do it in the NFL. He's just not going to be that kind of guy.
It's not made in the fair. Now, I know that's not a big passing day.
All right, 3rd and 6.
Still, I don't even know if I think Darren Waller is.
They got wasted time out here. That's their last time out.
Looks like Miami, Mike McDaniel going to take their final timeout. They're trying to get everything set here with 1:15 left in the quarter. So if you don't get this here, we got a lot of clock left for Cleveland Archer with 2 timeouts left. So a big 3rd down coming up for Miami. A reminder to keep it here. The Verizon halftime report next. JB and the crew from New York. We get you caught up around the
We got to set the defense up with better field position. I think, 2 out of 3 drives, they've gotten negative field position, so got to do a better job at that.
Now, if their defense is able to get a stop here, certainly if the clock is running, they're going to use their timeout. Now, be interesting to see because you don't really have the downfield passing game like you normally would in a game that has better conditions. But if they get a stop here, they will have time to operate and still try to get a field.
Can't play soft middle, though. They still got that option.
Another free blitzer going to field by 2.
Oh, Pickett!
Batted in the air and incomplete. Put all kinds of free blitzers on this possession for Cleveland. It was Denzel Ward
All right.
coming with some heavy.
I swear, if Tyson had ball skills, he would legit be an elite corner. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Quarterbacks throw at him knowing he doesn't have ball skills, so he's going to get the balls thrown at him that are a lot more interceptable. So that's why it feels like he has so many interceptions on that he's leaving on the table. Are they going for it? Okay.
So far, so good. Schwartz and Didi has pushed the right button.
Boy, these snaps have been high, and that's off.
Dixon's off the left upright.
Hey.
It's a penalty flag on the field as Patterson misses left. And what's the call here from Sean Hockley?
It's on us. Yeah, it's on us.
Personal foul, unnecessary contact to the snapper defense. Number 93. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. It's first down.
What?
Against Kevin Stefanski's Browns.
What happened here, Shelby?
Yeah, you're going to see Shelby Harris is inside, and then he contacts his left leg, hits hits the long snapper right into the helmet. That's Cardona, the long snapper.
Come on, man. It's a vet.
Seconds left. Again, a reminder that the Dolphins will get possession of the football to begin the second half. So we got a real chance.
Defense, come on. We got to be. That's a 2nd and 22, and that's a field goal miss there that you got to capitalize on, right? I mean, they just dropping the ball. Like, Miami is begging you to not let them score right now, man. You gotta take advantage of it. Be more opportunistic here, man.
Miami is out of timeouts.
Well, the timeout should not be a factor right now. It's the down and distance, and you're on the 20-yard line.
Tua, quick delivery, far side of the field, and it is caught. Westbrook Akine. The rain has subsided, according to what Aditi is telling us downstairs. So a little bit of a
3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
I mean, that was going to give your offense a chance to score with 2 timeouts left. You know, really put this game in danger for the Dolphins. You got to capitalize. You can't make these kind of mental errors right here, man.
Opportunity right here to really feel.
Defense got to, like, this is why I've been mad about the defense feeling sorry for themselves over the last couple of weeks, is because it's created a situation where they're not crisp at times. Miles got pressure. Tua's gonna, oh my God, it's open. And they're gonna have to. They can't spike it. They're gonna have to get the field goal team on.
Scramble drill.
So decision time, Tua looking over.
Boy, they're late on this.
And now they're going to get the field goal unit quickly onto the field. So it took him a couple of seconds to make the decision.
But 20,
It's an easy field goal, though.
25 seconds left. That's plenty of time to get your scramble field goal on the field.
Aren't you got to get points here, right?
Yes.
These snaps have been high all game, by the way, for the kicker. Yeah, got to take advantage of these opportunities if you're the defense, right? Like, you've complained about the offense all season. Okay, fine. The offense isn't good. You get some opportunities here to play with the lead, to put the team in a deeper hole. And, you know, we're giving up 3rd and 22, 2nd and 22s. We're giving up 3rd downs on personal fouls and holding penalties that we don't need. We're giving up a field goal attempt here, right? Like, missed opportunity after missed opportunity. Right now, the offense and the special teams unit have been very opportunistic for the Browns. Defense has not been as opportunistic, and that's disappointing because it's supposed to be the best unit on the team here. You know, I got a lot of flack for complaining about the defense when they weren't the worst unit playing, and they clearly aren't the worst unit today. But this is the stuff that I've been warning about, right? Like, hey, like, we're not really focused right now. We're leaving some stuff up to chance here. We should be going into halftime with the chance to go up 20-3 at least, right? Instead, it's 17-6. Can't let that happen. You know, the defense has to do better. In the 2 drives that they've been out there, they've given up points. So yeah, I expect more from the defense. They've only given up 6 points, so I'm not going to act like it's a catastrophe, but just want better from them because they can be better. The Dolphins are not playing good football right now. They're not playing football that would allow them to get 6 points against this defense. You know, the defense is allowing them to get 6 points right now. So, you know, that's something that they got to address. The thumbnail for this is from last week, Q. I didn't update the thumbnail. Let me update that. I thought I did because I made it. Let me update this. Yeah, it is the old thumbnail. I swore I put the new one in. All right, thumbnail's fixed. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, this is the stuff here, right? You know, you want the defense to be a little bit better at this. Let's see what the, let me look at the ESPN tracking of this. Now, to be fair to the defense, they have gotten bad field position, all but one drive here. So the Cleveland 15, they got a field goal. They went 6 plays, 62 yards at the end of the first. And in this last drive, they started off a pretty poor field position, right? So I'll give them that. But again, you get to a 3rd and 12, right? Early on. Well, not 3rd and 12, my bad. I'm reading that backwards. You get to a 2nd and 21. You got to convert there. And then you get to a 3rd and 6 here, but then you get a penalty that opens up the field for them. And then another penalty here that allows them to kick a field goal after they missed one. You know, got to take advantage of the opportunities ahead of you. Got to be more opportunistic here. You know, if you're the defense, you should not look at allowing 6 points this half as like a good thing. I think you can be way better than giving up 6 points here. You know, everybody's human. You're not going to play perfect football all the time. I understand that. But it's been a little, this has been going on for a little while with the defense, right? I would say there's like 7 quarters of this, right, for the defense. So got to put a cap on it soon, you know? Let's check some scores around the league. Well, actually, let's check on our bets real quick, or our promos real quick. I'll be right back. Was there even unnecessary roughness for the long snapper? It's not about unnecessary roughness. The long snapper is just not an active player on that play. So you can't take him to the ground. If you take the long snapper to the ground, it's going to be a penalty every time. Shelby knows that, right? That's why Shelby, like, the mistake for Shelby was driving upfield there, right? Once he drove upfield through the A-gap, knowing that the long snapper is there, you're running the risk of running him over. If you run him over, that's a penalty, right? Got to just get to the gap and then get up. You got to jump up. You can't drive through and try to get a block there. So that's on Shelby. You know, Shelby can't make that mistake. He's been on punt team and kick team forever now. He knows he can't make that mistake. I know there's probably some kind of like technical thing that he thought he didn't do that allowed him to go upfield, but why even run the risk in that situation? We don't need the field goal blocked, right? Like, you know, it's a hard enough field goal in the conditions that it is. Just kind of just play it safe there and just get your hands up and see if you can affect it that way instead of trying to, you know, force something to happen there. You know, it's just, you got to play smarter there. Give me 1 second. I got to get my phone. I don't know. A lot of people are like trying to talk about Dillon Gabriel. I just don't know how you have that much of an impression on him right now. You know, he hasn't been asked to do much. What he's been asked to do, he's done. It's not really a game where I'm leaving with a giant impression of him. Like, I feel like we're forcing a conversation about him at this point. Yeah, Dillon's 5 of 7 for 55 yards. But that brings us into sleeper. So let's go ahead and check on our sleeper picks here. So Dillon Gabriel, 175 yards. He's going to need a big second half here. I don't know if that's coming. 55 yards so far in the first half. Devin Achane having at 1 reception, 4.5 receptions. He's at 1. Dillon Gabriel, 29 pass attempts. He's at 7. Harold Fanning. 4.5 receptions. He's at 1. It's not looking good for me today. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not looking good for me today. But the Browns are up 17-6, so that's ultimately good. But if you want to join the fun on Sleeper, make sure you use promo code WORSTTAKE. Get 100% match up to $100. Yeah, so, I mean, I think defensively we could stand to tighten up a little bit. Offensively, I liked some of the things we're doing. We're opening up a little bit. We're being a little bit more creative with the run game, knowing we're going to run the ball a lot. We're not putting a ton on Dillon Gabriel's plate. And to give credit to Dillon Gabriel, 5 of 7, 55 yards. What is that per attempt? I believe that might be his most efficient number all year. Yeah, 7.8 yards per attempt. It's much more efficient than what the average has been. The average this October has been 4.8 yards per attempt. So we're slightly more efficient than we were before. Not even slightly, a little bit more efficient than we were before. Obviously, only 7 attempts, can't really tell too much of it. But it might not be a game where you're just going to ask a ton from your quarterback because of the conditions. So we'll see what happens. Browns playing with a lead. They're probably going to try to run Miami to death. They got to see if they can have success doing that. Not really guaranteed there, but, it's kind of what you're asking. You could be Tua, right? Tua has 37 yards on 12 pass attempts, which is way more inefficient than Dillon Gabriel at this point. What's that? 37 divided by 12? What is that? Yeah, he's at 3 yards per pass attempt, which wouldn't even be efficient for a running back. So, yeah, that's tough there. Efficiency in the run game hasn't really been there for the Browns too. Want to be a little bit more efficient in the run game. Right now we're at 18 carries, 75 yards, which is not a great number. Where are we at with that number? 75, 18. Yeah, about 4.1. You probably want it to be at 4.2.5 is a good yard per carry number. That's like the bar for a good yard per carry number. You want to be above 4.2. We're not there yet. So yeah, definitely got to be a little bit more balanced. I think they're keying in on the run game. We're not really having a lot of play-to-play success. I think most of the yardage for Quincy is on 2 runs here. And I think most of it is on that 1 run, the touchdown run that he had. So definitely got to find more efficiency in the offense because right now it's not really been that efficient. But they've taken advantage of the opportunities in front of them, which is what you want the Browns offense to do. 17 points and a half, not really going to complain about it. Still got to get points in the 3rd and 4th quarter of this game, right? Can't just sit on 17. Defensively, they just got to be more opportunistic. They've let a couple of opportunities slip between their hands that could have helped the offense extend this lead. And, they got to be better than that, right? If you can't sit here, if you're the defense, and for 3 weeks, cry about how the offense isn't putting up points and then blow a 14-point lead. That's just not something you can do. So if you're the Browns defense, you have to understand this. You did this to yourself, right? You sat here, you complained about the offense, understandably so. But when you do that publicly and you're saying, oh, well, we can't do these things because our offense can't put up points and teams are throwing short because the offense can't put up points, and that's really stopping what we can do. Okay, cool. The offense put up 17 points. They gave you a 14-point lead in this game. You cannot blow it. It's point blank, period. I don't care if the offense has scored another point. For as far as my judgment on the defense, you can't blow a 14-point lead. You've been complaining about points all season. So you get a 14-point lead, you got to maintain that. You've been telling us, hey, you get put in a position where you get a lead, we're going to hold that lead. Hold the lead. Let's do it. 2-score lead, you should be able to hold that. Miami ain't been playing good football. So yeah, I need the defense to, they've had some moments of really good play here. Carson Sweatshirt has been really good in the first half. I needed to hit a different gear here, another gear here. Defensively, I need to see another gear of focus, another gear of energy, because I'm trying to put away Miami. I'm not trying to just let it stick here. Stefanski play calling varies from good to dumb in 2.2 seconds. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's about where the ball is on the field, right? There's not a lot of good plays you can call when you're at your own 7. That's the time that we're complaining about it. Like, I don't really think that the play calling has really varied that much. It's just the success rate has varied because we're just not putting very good players out there. I would say last week was a good week to complain about the play calling. Right now, I think the play calling's been fine. Like, I think at points really good. You know what I mean? The play designs have been solid in this one too, right? So, you know, not the banner week to complain about the Kevin Stefanski stuff, in my opinion. I think really you just need your defense to maintain this lead and be a little bit more opportunistic because they're letting some opportunities to slip through their hands right now and kind of just continue to put points on if you're the offense.
Big plays in the run game, but 7 penalties for the Miami Dolphins. Some big penalties. And really, when you look at the Dolphins' offense, they just have had sloppy play. But both teams need more of this. Achane has to get going again in this second half and just keep feeding Sean Judkins. Make the Miami Dolphins tackle the rest of the game.
Can I put my vest back on now without you ripping me apart?
Listen, you've already done it, so you do you, big guy. You do you.
First half stats. Again, Devon Achane, really the long source of consistent offense for Miami, as they're going to get another chance here to begin the second half. Short kick fielded by Washington, crosses the 25, going to get out close to the 30-yard line.
All right, defense. Let's get them off the field here. Let's get a 3 and out, or at least close to it. No points. No points.
Start the second half. What are you looking from them right now?
Yeah, we're doing some good things. Obviously, I've given up a couple big plays, but I really feel good about where we are when we're just doing our job. We got to make sure we do our job for 30 more minutes.
Thank you.
All right, Arch, here we go. Again, just everything that Miami has been through.
Yeah, Browns defense has got to do their job here, man.
1-5 on the season. Just can't overstate how huge a second half this is really for both of these two teams, both at 1-5. As Miami begins with possession down 11.
Oh, pick. That's what I'm talking about. Pick 6, baby. Opportunistic. That's it right there. Yes, sir. That's what we're talking about. That's what we want to see. Would I trade 3 firsts for friend? No, we're not at that point yet, Dragon. That's a question you ask me after the Senior Bowl, buddy. Not right now. We're not there yet. Let the playoff happen. Damn. Good job. Opportunistic. That's what you need to be. 23 points. Not by the offense, but 23 points up by the Browns. What, did his foot go out of bounds? I think he's in.
Last week against the Steelers, but he has been all over the place.
That's it right there. I'm not going to bitch about the end of that first half anymore. Also, ball skill demon, Tyson Campbell. Let's go. There you go. That's just doing your job there and everything else taken for it, right? Just getting the tackle, taking advantage of it, being there, lurking as a corner, catching the ricochet. 24-6. Defense just got to do their job for the rest of the game. Don't have to worry about getting points up. Offense, you want to get another tutty right here, right? You want to get another tutty once you get the ball back, get that thing to 30, right? But if you get that thing to 30, you got no excuse but to win this game if you're both sides of this ball. That's what we're talking about. That's the kind of stuff I wanted to see. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Hell yeah, 1 out of 4, and that's 1 for a pick 6 for Tyson. Let's go. All-time bad sleeper picks, right, me? Look. This all-time bad sleeper picks by me today. I literally debated. Should I put the Tua interception in there? No. Should I put the Quinshawn anytime touchdown in there? No. If you want to prove that you're better than me at these picks, go ahead, join Sleeper, get 100% match, use promo code Worst Take, because I stunk at it this week. My God. Whoo, I'm butt cheeks in this, dog. Are you kidding me? My God. This is refreshing to watch. Let's finish it. Let's finish it. Gotta finish it. Got to finish it. Can't lose focus. Can't just think it's over. Gotta finish it. They're still squirming around. You get a 3 and out here and you score on the next drive offensively, kill them dead, right? Like, you know, don't play with it. Don't play with your food. Your food is limping right now. You know, your food is kind of straggling on by. It's got a little life left. You can't just let it die on its own. No. Gotta go step on that bug, right? Kill the bug, right? They gonna get this ball back because we scored. Gotta get them off the field. Gotta get the offense back on the field. And the offense gotta put points up. That's what we need. With that turnover, battle play, good defense, run the ball effectively, that is the formula to win in 2025, yeah.
You get the second half, I guess that's what he had in mind.
That's why you do it. That's why he's the head coach, and we're just pitiful announcers.
Tyson Campbell, first pick 6 of his NFL career. And boy, it could not have come at a better time for Cleveland.
Campbell trade is an upgrade so far.
Washington out across the 30, 35, he's still going.
That's a flag.
There's a flag.
There's a flag. It's coming back.
Right around the 44.
That's coming back.
35-yard return if it stands. As we get the call here from Sean Hockey.
Yeah, it's coming back.
The return, holding by the receiving team number 9. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
Just can't get it their own way. Let's get a couple injury updates from the D.
The Spirit one, but not a good one at all. Darren Morler, who we've been saying we're waiting to see, was sent into the line.
Forget the nuts now. You're building office furniture. Every time it's going to look like a fucking IKEA warehouse by the end of the season.
And back out here on the sideline.
All right, these are bad news for them.
Yeah, got to build furniture every time I stream now.
Fourth game that they're playing, so his devastating season-ending injury.
All right, let's get them off the field here. Focus now. It ain't over. Job's not done. Let's lock in.
Yeah, in that last one, I put that on him. That ball was high. Achane couldn't bring it down before he got hit by Jenkins, and it goes the other way.
34 yards on the pick 6.
Good gap fill by Malik Collins here. All right, Q chair stream, saving lives right now. Finish, absolutely, Cam. Absolutely, got to finish here. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You ain't done shit yet. Let's keep going.
Approaching desperation time here, second half.
Yeah, I'm interested, quite honestly, to see how the Miami Dolphins respond because, and again, we've said it over and over again. They've had a tough year. They just came off a really tough week with a lot of different stories, a lot of distractions, a lot of things that aren't about what's happening on the field. And really, they came out here and they haven't put their best game together. And this is in danger right now of really going the other way.
Tua goes through his progressions, gets it underneath.
And behind the line. There we go. Alex Wright. There we go, defense. Let's finish the drive. Let's get them off. Let's go. Finish it. Third down.
3. One constant arch that they've had since Tyreek Hill went down. Jalen Waddle really good over the last 2 weeks, but he has been invisible so far in this game.
Well, some of that you can attribute to a lot of rain in the first half and maybe more of the run game. They did lose a possession by fumbling, the kickoff return. The rain has stopped a little bit here, so it's not as pronounced as it was.
All right, Miles.
Be able to throw the ball a little bit more, but this Browns defense is jacked up.
There you go. There you go. There you go. It was Miles' time. That's what we're talking about. That's what we like to see. That's it. Shout out to my new chair. You're drinking G. Bush Kool-Aid? Okay, brother. Is G. Bush selling Kool-Aid now? Like actual Kool-Aid? Is that what's going on? Or are you being metaphorical with the Kool-Aid? Appreciate the super chat, Pure Carnage.
Up there to chip him, but he runs a game inside.
There There we go. All right, defense. Love the approach for the second half, me personally. You know, big fan of the work of the defense in the second half. Let's not fuck this up. There's a penalty. What's the penalty?
As Larvidan is tripped up, it's a 47-yard punt.
I think that's going to be on the Dolphins.
And the frustration continues to mount now for the Dolphins.
It's almost every 3 or 4 plays right now for the Dolphins, something negative. Penalty.
It's on the Dolphins.
Assignment, mistake, and it's coming from multiple players and position groups.
There were 2 fouls on the play, both by the kicking team.
Jeez.
Out of bounds on a kick, voluntarily number 27. This play's penalties declined. After the play was over, personal foul unnecessary.
Wow.
82. This 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the first down. Timeout.
Oh my God.
A lot to talk about for Mike McDaniel and his staff.
You know, we throw around really lightly the term, this team has quit on their coach. We kind of just say that whenever. But boy, if you want to see a team that's quitting on their coach, it look like the Miami Dolphins right now. I don't know if this is the case. We'll see how they finish the season, but my God, dude. Are you kidding me? I've seen some sloppy football in my life. I don't think I've seen it to this extent.
Get the new iPhone 17 Pro and a new iPad and Apple One, all on us, on the best 5G network.
That's real nice.
When you play Monopoly at McDonald's and scan the game piece in the McDonald's app, you'll get a chance to win! But wait, there's more! Download digital game pieces when you order select items in the app. Monopoly at McDonald's is back. Get your bag.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the experience of this trainer,
Good to go.
but getting that trainer.
Megan Trainer. I'm all about that break. No to it. Give me your arm.
No, it's not for that.
Who are you?
Patrick, I play football.
This is Patrick, everyone. Give it up for Patrick. He does sports.
So don't settle for just any insurance, and there's State Farm.
So when this happens, when the defense gets excited, this is what happens when defense gets excited to play again. This is how defense should look regardless of whatever the situation the offense is doing, right? They should be excited to do their job regardless of whether the offense is spotting them points or not. But this is what the defense is capable of looking at like, and this is what the defense should look like. You know what I mean? This is what they're capable of when they're not in their feelings about certain things. And they got to do a better job of not getting into that mode as easily. That's been my whole point the last 2 weeks. It's too easy to take these guys into a place where they're not going to be as productive as they can be. People talking all week about Miles and Delpit not liking Kevin and they're showing up. Hey, look, man, Grant Delpit, I don't think I've ever questioned a Delpit. Delpit's a team guy. Miles, you know, it can get a little dicey with Miles, but they're playing hard. I mean, like, you look at this team right now. You look at the Browns and you look at the Dolphins. One team looks like they still care. The other team does not.
The Miami Dolphins fumbling a kickoff. How many penalties have they had in their return game, giving the Cleveland Browns field position? So the Browns playing a much cleaner football game. That's why we had this score.
Dylan Gabriel and company beginning inside Miami territory. And Archie, we mentioned it just to start the second half. You can tell a lot about a team, how they come out the week after, the next game after what something like Miami experienced last week with the whole Tua controversy. 1-5 on the season. But so far, this is not what anyone was hoping for in Miami.
Well, I think that's a great point, because you think of what are distractions. You know, how much energy did they and Tua and everybody have to spend answering all these questions rather than out there preparation for this game?
Judkins looking for a seam, and meantime,
Will I say we run the score up, get Mike McDaniel fired, hire him as an offensive consultant? I don't know, man.
against Minnesota.
I don't know, man.
Team that was back up. They win that game. They get to 2-3. Obviously, a much different set of circumstances, but still,
we'll see.
Season as they look for their second win of the year.
3rd and 8 here.
I'm going to use Kevin Stefanski's word. You know, woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know, he don't live in that world. But you know, they're just trying to figure out, a way to just get one.
I think they're running mesh here.
Next. They've had a really good first half.
Here comes some.
Got it. Oh.
This is going to be ruled. I believe. Let's see what they say.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Whiteheart, what was that?
Did rule a catch. It'll be pick up of 4. They're short of the first down. And it is going to be 4th down. Just the little
Whiteheart got way too excited there. What in the world? That was the first down, buddy.
The slippery jersey. Everything just has to be a little bit tighter.
Bring in healthy Tyreek Hill next year? Yeah. Are we going for it? No, we're punting. I don't know. I don't like punting here in the short field. I understand Bohorquez is a good punter, but he's not a good short field punter. He's pretty bad at short field punting.
It's inside of the 11-minute mark now left in this third quarter. Washington back deep. Gonna let this one bounce.
Get the ball, go.
Brilliantly done.
Okay, never mind. Shut the fuck up. My bad. He's good at it, I guess. I get your point, Q, but we looked just as defeated when we were down against the Vikings. Easy to look excited when you're winning. No, that's my point. That's my point, Zane, is that we can't get to that point defensively where it's like fully dependent on the offense, whether the defense shows up. They got to be self-motivated, right? It can't be up to the offense. If it's good, they're going to score points if the defense shows up. And that's my point. That's why I've been complaining about the defense for 2 weeks. They've gotten to this place where they think it's okay to not play as well because the offense isn't playing well. But I don't think that's acceptable. I don't think that's an acceptable excuse for the defense because we know what they're capable of and we know where we want them to be, you know? It's Miami. Relax. Blaming Miles Stefanski still. What? What the fuck did you just say, dude? Like, are you? Hold on, wait. Shout out to Hennessy. Super chat brought to you by Hennessy. All right, man. The doobie man, punter does his best when you every time I'm on like Bohorquez's head, he's like, all right, man, let me shut him up. All right, my bad. I'm sorry. Whew. Love that you changed direction after the punt. Look, man, I'm not gonna act like I'm a special teams expert. I put all my energy into learning stuff about offense and defense. But you know, I know about field position and shit. But yeah, you know, if Bohorquez punt good, then I'm gonna give him his credit. Like, I'm not gonna shit on him when he punt good. Like, what good is that? What good is that? I don't know how we're critical of Dylan Gabriel on that drive. Like, he threw the ball one time. Hold on, wait. How are we critical of Dylan on that drive? He threw the ball one time. The one time he threw the ball, it was a first down to Gerhardt, but Gerhardt just fumbles the ball inexplicitly, and people are like, yeah, Dylan's just not the guy. How do we know? We saw nothing. Let's go defense.
Yeah, nothing that these two aren't used to.
Can't.
As Miami's offense arch back onto the field, Ali Gordon crosses the 15 as we are going to get it back to New York.
Just say you want Shador to play, but don't act like you got actual analysis about fucking Dylan Gabriel. You're just sitting here lying. Like, we can't get too high off this game. It's Miami. Yeah, of course. You know, nobody's saying, oh, we're going to rethink everything that's happened over the last calendar year, but goddamn, let people be fucking happy, you know? They're up 24-6. Like, let us be happy. You want me to still be mad? Good tackle. Like, they not pissing me off this week. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, oh, yeah, we got to give Kevin a 6-year extension now. Yeah, I mean, still questions about his offense. But it's nice to see them not look pathetic. Like, is Flores back to Miami after this? He can't go back there. His beef is with the owner.
And it looked like Arizona was going to run away with that game right about the same time in the third quarter. So anything can happen if you're the Miami Dolphins.
3rd and 1 here. We're real close onto that ball here. Oh, we got it. Oh, no, we didn't stop it. He got it on the extension. No, that's short. The ball's going to be spotted short.
Still waiting for the signal, and he did not get it.
Yeah, it's short.
They've been having, this is where the Browns defense is at their best. And is he? He's keeping his offense on the field. I mean, this is you're basically.
Are they going to try to?
Putting all your chips on the table and saying.
Are they going to try to get us a jump?
I'm putting it all right now, because if you don't get it, in my eyes, you virtually.
Nah.
I mean, there's still 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, but.
Mike McDaniel's going to take a timeout, maybe think about it.
You got to think about that. That's crazy.
The field looks like he is pondering his decision.
Yeah, I was critical of the defense, John. I was critical of the defense. I wasn't saying people needed to be fired. Like, again, man, I can say, hey, the defense needs to be better here, this and that. I wasn't saying Jim Schwartz needs to be fired. He's terrible. Myles Garrett needs to be traded. Like, are people not capable of understanding that you could give very tepid criticism to people that you just think should be in the positions that they are in, but you just want them to be better? Is that like a concept that doesn't read anymore to people? Like, or are we just like being purposely stupid at times?
Need that at the end of the 4th quarter if you can get it close.
Oh my God, they stopped him. Oh no, he got it.
Gordon looks like he's got it.
He got it. Where's the spot?
First down, Dolphins. That was a tough.
Yeah, they gave him it. It was that last effort there. His I think somebody came over the top. The tight end came over the top here. 89 got him it right. The Browns couldn't get somebody to hold his back up.
Gordon, that physical downhill style, gets him a much needed first down.
All right, get him on this set. It's fine. You got good field position here.
That was do or die. But
Knock him behind the sticks here.
some way to start getting some big plays on this offense.
Mason Graham in the backfield with Myles Garrett. There we go. There we go. That's much better. You telling me you can't see a difference between how this defense has played in the first half versus the second half?
Yeah, and listen, it's not
There's a much bigger difference here. Look at the shoot that we're getting on the offensive line here. I mean, just winning every battle one-on-one here. That's more like it.
Sets that edge, and that's what Jim Schwartz talked about, playing this Miami offense and how they're able to get to the edge with the speed of H.N. It helps when you have somebody with superhuman-like qualities in Myles Garrett.
Oh, good call. That's a good call there by Mike.
Another much-needed first down. It comes on 2nd and 13, a pickup of 16 yards.
It's a missed opportunity there.
Play by Denzel Ward.
See what happened on the replay? Yeah. What happened is that Devin Bush got a little excited. He saw the screen and then triggered downhill, and then Achane put a move on him. So he saw it. It was just Achane made a move.
Finding a way to get him in space because he can accelerate so fast and so tough to tackle, and he showed it right there.
Achane trying to run through his lead blockers. It was interesting to hear Mike.
But they did not want to throw this bitch with Tua at all.
When she has struggled, just how he makes it really hard on defenses, Arch, to implement the pass rush techniques that they want. And we're seeing it today with how quickly he's getting the football out. So the only question now is, can they translate it all into some points?
Well, that's what he's known for. He's known for being able to get the ball out fast, to be a point guard type quarterback who can read the defense and distribute the football. I do think that defenses this year have done a much better job than in the last few years of getting him to not to hold or maybe get him off that first read. He's held the ball a little bit longer this season.
Having to navigate lights without Tyreek Hill. And he's got a man wide open as they find the Tanner Connor. Big play from Miami.
All right, hold him to a field goal.
Elusive big plays. They ring him up for 28. And a fresh set of downs for the Dolphins.
Well, this is a really good job. It starts with protection because Jeff Schwartz.
Yeah, they got a good protection up here.
And this blitz should get home. The Dolphins pick it up nicely.
Yeah, we're betting on the blitz on that play. That's why the coverage is so loose there, because we have only like 4 or 5 guys in coverage to cover about 4 or 5. There's just a lot of space there for these guys to coverage. So
Really nicely executed by two in that offense.
Further report from Aditi, Darren Waller dealing with a pectoral injury, so Tanner Connor gets his 7th catch of the season. Low pass there is fielded by
there you go.
Gordon at the backfield.
You stop him here. It's a very hard field goal on natural grass. You potentially, if you get like a TFL or a sack here, right?
Connor a moment ago. We give it up.
Good job by Shelby getting the hands up, by the way. I appreciate that. Made Tua move to a second progression.
They are going to get it. You want to play a bend, but don't break, because right now the clock and time is on your side.
Third and total defense, and Schwartz is bunched this.
There you go.
We're down to the
Good job, Shelby. Let's get off the field here. 3rd and 8.
How good has Harris been so far in this game? It will be 3rd and 8 as we cross the 4-minute mark.
Yep, all of them up front. Garrett, Malik Collins, Shelby Harris, Alex Wright. You know, up front they rotate about 7-8 defensive linemen, and a number of those guys are playing their best football of their careers. To me, has been the strength of their football team against the run and rushing the passer.
Mason Graham, we've been talking about him right from the start, the young rookie.
They got him out at the 4-eye.
Added to what they already had. Tua.
Ah, did he catch it?
Catch. Connor.
No catch.
Sliding, and it's
Let's look at it. It looked a little weird.
Boy, Tua put that right on the money.
Nope, no catch.
But one that Connor should have come down with.
No catch.
It was tight. Yeah,
They going for it? Look like they're calling the play.
You're trying to come back. You know,
It's on that white sheet for them.
And
Yeah, they're going for this.
winding down in the 3rd quarter, you need guys to be able to step up.
Got to get this one now. Got to get this one. They're snapping it. 5 yards ain't going to get them a first down here.
Really has been a non-factor.
They're to this late. Got to get this late.
Those long kicks not a factor in the range. They go for it again on 4th and 8. Here they come. Tua.
No good. That's off the field, and Achant's hurt.
Washington is short of the first down, and he paid the price for Miami.
That's a good job. No points there. Good job. Way to show up on 4th down.
And Washington is still down. Where it took a shot right to the rib cage area, and he is in all kinds of pain. Meantime, turnover on downs will get it back to Cleveland when we come back.
Took a hit. Hey, 4th down conversion, you don't care if they get the yards. You just want to stop them short, right? So way to get the ball back. No points. All right, need the offense to just put the kill shot in. Touchdown kills them. Touchdown kills them. Let's go. Honestly, a field goal kills them. 20 points, 1 quarter, that's tough. Touchdown kills them, though. 21 points, 1 quarter is tough. Touchdown kills them. Let's put the kill shot in. Got to get the kill shot. I think Dylan's had to throw the ball 1 time in this half. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not hitting that. I'm not hitting any of these picks today, by the way. None of these picks. Yeah, he's thrown the ball 1 time in this half. It was the Blake Hart, the 3rd down, where Blake Hart would have converted if he just held on to the ball. All right, kill shot. Let's go. Offense has one more thing to do. Put the kill shot in. Q, could you do a breakdown on Denzel? I feel like with all the talent, with all his talent, he is in the wrong spot a ton. It's hard to tell. Now, Denzel's big issue is like whatever his responsibility is in cover two. I think he always feels like there's a safety there in cover two, but sometimes they're just letting him have the one-on-one. It's more stuff like that, but that really only happens. That only happened that much, you know.
Take us back to that last sequence. Delpit again, just right in the perfect spot for the Browns.
Yep, and you know Jim Schwartz.
Yeah, they got Delpit pole running, and he just pops into that spot. Great job.
When they have blitz,
Good field position for the offense to start.
middle field safety play by Grant Delpit.
Play action, boy. Gabriel sold it well. Dolphins give a chase.
Good throw.
Pass is complete. Boy, just perfectly done by
Damn, did he not catch it?
finding Thrash. Now they say incomplete. So Thrash did not catch the football.
Got to catch it.
Blocked a little bit from our vantage point, but Gabriel really sold that fake well. Had the defense moving one way, he went the other.
Let's get a call in.
I think it's important for a quarterback.
It looked a little funky.
His third start to really understand what this situation is, and knowing that they have a lead, and really the only way that Miami can find them.
If this score comes in, do we see QB2 for the rest?
Gives them the football. So he's got to
Probably not.
with his decisions and do not force the football.
Underneath to the check. This
There you go.
Samson.
Let it stay up. Is that going to be a first down? They're going to give him it. Clock's running, 3rd and short.
As we are inside of the 3-minute mark in this third quarter. How about the history of the left-handed quarterback in the NFL? Only 33 of them have ever thrown a pass. The great Ken Stabler, first lefty to win a Super Bowl for the Raiders. And Steve Young hasn't been one since. 1995, that magical season for San Francisco. Mike Vick.
Yeah, I played against Mike Vick. Right about the left hand is more his legs. I wish that he played with 2 left legs. That would have been a much better version for us.
Yeah, we got it.
3rd and short.
That's over.
Cleveland is going to have enough for the first down. Let's await the call here from Sean Hockley. And they get the first down in Cleveland. Yeah, I don't think people were too concerned about the left hand as much as the legs, but that could have been fun trying to defend Michael Vick.
No, you know what? I don't take myself that seriously. I've been on a couple of his highlight tapes. Not a fun player to defend. And Michael Vick, as far as that type of quarterback, well.
Got Sampson in at running back here.
Fun matchup between these two lefty quarterbacks.
They're going to run it with Sampson.
So much respect between.
He's going to get a couple of yards there on first down.
Sat with Kevin Stefanski, we asked him. Everyone talked about the lack of height for Gabriel going into the draft, but Stefanski said we met with him during the pre-draft process, put him up on the board, saw how quickly he processes, how bright he was, and he very quickly put all of those questions to bed.
Well, listen, this is the NFL, and the NFL is a big man's game. And anytime you don't meet the height standards of the typical player, you're just going to have to go out there and do more to prove yourself. I mean, that's just the way it is. And that's something that
Let's get set.
any other quarterback that's 6 foot or under is going to have to prove they can play the game and make up for it in other ways.
All right, 2nd and 3rd and 6 now. Let's convert here.
What do you feel that you're doing really well right now? And he said quarterbacks are judged on wins and losses. So it's a difficult question to answer. The one thing he did say is that he feels good about his leadership, and it's exactly.
I think we're going to have to open it up a little bit here.
He does really well.
Just a little bit.
He gets along with everybody.
Right.
We watched it when he had a secret.
We get this first down. We got to consider opening it up a little bit here. We're just not getting the production on early downs that we want on the run game.
He's a natural born leader. Myles Garrett mentioned it in our conversation with him. Certainly
Good protection.
Everyone's been impressed with what he's shown so far.
Got him.
Amidst all the offensive issues, they catch it.
There's a flag here.
There is a flag thrown.
What's the flag?
On the second level of Miami's defense. If it stands, it's a pick up at 23.
Defense number 23.
Decline it. Good job by Dylan. Nice off-schedule play to Jamari Thrash there. Get him in the scoring range. Good job.
The 6th defensive.
Good throw, good catch.
against Miami.
Way to make up for the drop on second down, on first down for Jamari.
Show you what kind of day it's been for Mike McDaniel's defense. Dylan Gabriel starting to pick up some steam for the Browns offense.
All right, give him the kill shot. Got to give him the kill shot here. Good job. Let's go.
CBS.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on every.
Like, you haven't asked for much from your offense today, to be honest, right? You've gotten so many short fields, so much penalty yardage from the Dolphins. The job for the offense was going to be easy. But, you know, just got to finish the job here. You get a touchdown. You feel really good about it. Ben Riley Spider says, thanks, Cleveland. Is that from the Jaguars? Did Greg Newsome do something? I know the Jaguars got their ass beat in the first game of the night today, right? They played in the 9 o'clock. They got destroyed. All right, just got to finish this drive here. We're already in scoring range. 21 makes it difficult. I think you get that touchdown here. That's the kill shot. You know, let's get the kill shot here. It's funny that people are bringing up that Miami's not a good team, but it's like, hey, up to this point, the Browns have been just as bad. So we can't really discount anything because we've been pretty poor all year. That being said, yeah, are you going to run away and act like you won a Super Bowl this week if you finish this game off? No. Does it delegitimize anything that we've been talking about before this game? No, but it is a step in the right direction, and why be mad at a step in the right direction? Browns possibly 2-0 in the Alpha Dog uniforms. Hopefully, they got to finish it. Appreciate the super chat, Sean. Got to finish it here, though. You know, got to get the points. Got to make this unattainable for the Miami Dolphins. You got to do that. All right, we're back.
Huntington Bank Field, rain has eased up just a little bit. We got a light drizzle.
Someone said, "Oh, thanks for Flacco from the Bengals fans." Okay, yeah, cool. I don't think Bengal fans understand. We want y'all to win more because the more the Bengals win, the more y'all ain't going to change anything. And we like Zach Taylor being your head coach.
His first home start here in week 7. Underneath the lefty, slinging it and completes as he gets it to Corley for his second catch.
Open it up a little bit here. Let's try not to run on first down. Let's try to go to the run on second. Switch it up a little bit here. Maybe some things will open up a little bit. They think we're going to open up.
Again, it's going to be something he's going to have to answer his entire career. He has to, if you want to be a top 10 or a top 5 guy, he has to develop a super pack. He's got to develop something that makes him one of the special quarterbacks in the National Football League. But I do think he's starting from a great foundation.
Good cut.
Back to the ground game with Judkins.
There you go.
You also can't forget just how influence as we get a penalty flag thrown here. Let's get the call here.
Is that a hold?
Holding offense number 56, 10-yard penalty.
But that's just how influenced Gabriel.
Can't have that. That takes you out of field goal range.
Which of course starts a whole other conversation.
Jags are overrated. Gave us a top 15 pick, hopefully.
Yeah, as he said,
all right. Yeah, 3rd and 20. No, it's got to be 2nd and 20. Fix that.
Day-to-day schedule when he lifted, kind of tweaked his own lift schedule during the week. But he said, I tried to absorb just everything I could as he takes his first baby steps into his NFL career.
Listen, I think it's important. It is.
Might be a good opportunity to let him rip one downfield. Let's see if he can do it.
Regardless of where you were drafted, has a vet who's been a pro that knows how to be a pro in the NFL to guide you and mentor you in your rookie season. He had that in Flacco. He doesn't have it right now.
Fanning out of the backfield. Bennett just trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. So
We tried to be creative there. It didn't work.
For most people.
All right.
thought it was an interesting trade. Let's just say that.
Good word choice.
Listen, my wife's from this area. I've got a lot of in-laws that make their home here, and they're diehard Browns fans, and it's been a painful week for Brown.
Why has it been a painful week? Because we traded Joe Flacco to the fucking Bengals and they beat the Steelers? Who's in pain? What Browns fan is mad about that? Like, I don't understand this whole narrative there.
21. Gabriel off his back foot.
I don't think we're going to be able to kick the field goal right there, right? It's 45. We're going to have to punt. Can't get the holding penalty there, right? If you're Posick. And then you gotta call it a little bit more aggressive of a game here in the fourth quarter if you're Kevin. Like 2 screens on 2nd and 3rd and 20. I'm not a big fan of that philosophy. Let's be a little bit more aggressive. Let's open things up a little bit more. Like, you can't play scared. I get it. It's hard to blow a lead like this, but just finish Miami, right? Sometimes you just got to be the aggressor here offensively and hope it goes your way. Nice. That might get the points. Good job, Nick.
Some of that open field speed. 40 yards on the punt. Perfectly placed. Sound punt.
All right, we're just one play away from putting this thing away. Defense or offense, one play away from putting this thing away. Let's put this thing away. Yeah. Kevin's coaching a little too conservative here. I mean, I struggle with it, right? Because I don't like the approach. I'm not a fan of the approach. And I talked about it just a second ago. Not a fan of the approach. You do have to factor in that our personnel is not very good right now. And maybe that's the driving force behind it. Because Kevin's not, like, if you look at how Kevin rolls when he has an offense he feels good about, he's ultra aggressive, sometimes more aggressive than people want him to be, right? Like, he will go for it on 4th down a ton. You know, he is, and it won't be like a 4th and 2. He'll go for it like a 4th and 5. So we know his history. He's not usually a super passive guy in the fourth quarter, but this season he has been that. And I wonder if that's just where he is with the players that he has on offense. I still would like to see him be a little bit more aggressive, even considering that. But, you know, I'm not coaching him every day. Like, he might be seeing shit in practice that might make him say, oh man, fuck that. We can't, we got to shut it down. Like, you know, it might be that.
Best and by the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Miami's offense back onto the field, up against it, deep on their own side of the field. You see Tua's line till this point. We were hoping for a big game. That's everything that happened last week. The post-game comments.
With Zappy, is Zappy even suited up? Would be hilarious if he gets more points. Calf put him in. Zapp's the emergency quarterback, right? So he can't play unless both Shador and Dillon get injured.
Archie, again, you just start to think about what this team has in front of them. You're staring down the barrel of a 1-6 start. 4 games left before their bye. So they try to fight through everything that is ailing this team at the moment.
Well, listen, I've never been a big strength of schedule fan because I think every team is hard to beat. But when you look at that schedule, Spirit of Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Washington, it's not going to get any easier from this point forward.
False start. Is that going to be half the distance? Or is that 5?
Before the snap, false start, offense number 28, the deep back. Penalties at the distance to the goal. Replay second down.
All right, so it's going to be
We've been talking about distractions all game.
4 yards.
Distractions this week that Mike McDaniel had to address was all the trade talk. He was pretty annoyed by it. That's the word he used with
All right, we're one play away from closing this out.
coming up. It's because of the Dolphins.
I would like to see us make a play offensively or defensively to close it out instead of just letting time expire.
To try and ignore all that chatter.
Indeed, Bradley Chubb said, even some of my teammates asked
Great job, Mason Graham.
as they try to block it all out.
Great job, Mason Graham.
Mason Graham.
All right, it's like third.
Symbol this week.
Great job. Playing through injury.
Shows you why they took him so high in the draft.
Look at this. He just slips through.
There he is right here, I believe.
Yep. Just bull rush and an extension there. Great job.
Jim Schwartz talked about how instinctive he
Is Judy worth trading simply because he has a team-friendly contract, or is he still a solid wide receiver too? If you're the Browns, you got to take that bet because what you're going to get in return for him in that contract is just not going to be worth it. You're going to get like a 4th or 5th round pick for him right now, you know? Oh! Pick 6! Oh! Okay, we make the play. Let's finish it off, Quinshawn. Let's finish it off, Quinshawn.
Some heavy pressure from Grant Delpit. Throws another pick.
Whew. There was nothing but bad decisions he could have made on that play. Great job.
looks like a blitz. But this is what they call a simulated pressure. They're going to drop and only end up rushing 4 players.
Who got the pressure here? Mason Graham up the middle. Grant Delpit right there through an open gap, and then just right to Rashawn Jenkins. Browns being really opportunistic on all sides of the ball today. Plus 3 in turnovers right now. All right, let's finish this game out, baby. Wildcat, let's finish it out, baby. That's a touchdown. That's ball game, baby. There it is. And that is the first time that the Browns offense has scored more than 17 points in a game. Heavily assisted by the defense and the Dolphins. But first time all season we've gone over 30 as a team, or 30 or over. Oh boy, this guy should get coaches fired, man. If you Mike McDaniel, dog. They are sending Delpit a lot in this game. He's getting a lot of pressure every time. Delpit's having a great game. Let's make the extra point. There we go.
Point after by Andre Schmidt.
All right, man.
Points off turnovers looking large.
That's huge. Oh, I can make these diagonal, dog.
Pressure from Delpit. Jenkins
That's so much more ergonomic.
first year with Cleveland, and then it is.
There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah. we might have thought at times that the team might not be behind Kevin, but that what we seeing in Miami right now is a team not behind their coach. Like, my God. Whew. They didn't give a damn today, dog. At any point in this game, they did not give a damn today. Again, man, let's have some comedy right now. None of these are gonna hit. If you want to prove that you're better than me at this, which, hey, at this point, I've only won once, make sure you sign up for Sleeper. Get a 100% match on up to $100 when you use promo code ORSTAKE. Whew, what a dookie day for me on picks, but what a great day for the Browns. Mike McDaniels is going to be gone before Monday at this point. Ooh, man, this is a bad one. This is a bad one. Like, you can excuse the offense looking bad, but like giving up 31 points to what has been clearly the worst offense in the NFL is not going to be great. I guess Kenny Pickett's playing right now. Browns win, Steelers and Jags lose. Good week. Good week so far. Ohio State. I know a lot of y'all are Ohio State fans. Ohio State won. Cavs basketball right around the corner. Let's get it. Tell Mike don't even get on a plane. Jimmy got the hookup in Berea for the rest of the year. Hey, look, man, do we really want to hire Mike McDaniel? Like, I think he thoroughly got outcoached today. Like, I don't know. That's the dude I want running the offense. I mean, he got Tua and Jalen Waddle, and he's getting outscored thoroughly by a Cleveland Browns offense with Dylan Gabriel throwing 9 passes in this bitch. Like, I don't know. That's the man, y'all, that I want to bring in, like, to fix the problem. I don't think he's fixing shit. Now, do this again next week, and I'm going to get excited about this team moving in a decent direction. Absolutely, right? You can't just have 1 week of success here, right? But you did what you were supposed to in this game. You know, Miami gave you a ton of opportunities on the silver platter. You took advantage of them. You scored when you needed to score. You know, I think there were some opportunities we left on the table to score, but you did what you were supposed to, you know? And now you have a comfortable lead, 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You get the offense off you get Miami's offense off the field here. You might not even have to put your starters back in for the rest of the game. McDaniel will be left at the Cleveland airport. Yeah, he going straight to Tennessee. Might as well get that connecting flight to Tennessee, dog. FedEx.
Arch, what do you see from this Cleveland defense?
I've seen him fly around. You see Myles Garrett and his sack drought. Trying to get the ball out. Rayshon Jenkins popping it up. Tyson Campbell with the finish. And then here, out of his end zone, beautifully designed pressure. And Rayshon Jenkins.
D. Podesta on the phone with Mike's people. I don't think we need to go. Y'all watch Mike McDaniels today and like, yeah, that's what we need.
Career across all those years out in LA with the Chargers.
I don't know. Maybe he's a better offensive coordinator, but
So his pass first down.
picked.
This one is picked.
Yeah.
Browns ain't done yet.
Yeah.
There is a penalty flag thrown in the offensive backfield.
It's gonna be holding.
Picked off by Ronnie Hickman. Let's see if it's gonna stick.
Let's see if this sticks.
Early on the field was an interception. Holding by the offense.
That's declined.
His penalties decline. This one's down the first half.
Arch, one of the few areas where Jim Schwartz's defense
Woo.
was delivering this year.
Well, the turnovers came and came and came and came. Wow.
Here in week 7.
Did you get the impression?
I know we were having the conversation about is Tua better than Dylan Gabriel, but like, hey, dog, are we sure Tua's better than Dylan Gabriel?
Really?
And I'm not even saying great things about Dylan Gabriel at this point. Like, look at Tua today, dog. Schmidt has been automatic since the Bengals game. That's hilarious, by the way.
Wayday's coming. Wayfair's big
However we get it, man.
4 days only, October 26th through 29th. Get up to 80% off all things home. Yes. Plus, we're free shipping on everything. Yes, everything. Surprise flash deals.
All Wayday love.
Get ready. Wayday starts October 26th. So mark your calendar and start building your card.
Whew. Houston, December 24th, 2023, 36-22, or Arizona, November 5th, 2023, 27-0 is the last time the Browns had a fun blowout game. Wow, it's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. It's been since 2023 the Browns have won a game with a comfortable margin. Kevin Stefanski threw Judkins on at quarterback in last week. Kevin Stefanski threw Judkins on at quarterback after last week's BS. I think I'm missing the reference, but yeah, the Wildcat just scored.
This is not New York. Trouble follows you, huh?
Only in Boston.
Tony Wahlberg and Sonequa Martin Green, Boston Blue. It's all new CBS Friday 10/9 Central.
Week 7 continues later today on CBS, Fox, and with Sunday Night Football on NBC. Then 2 games tomorrow night.
2-0 in the color rush unis this year? Absolutely. Lovely.
By Texans with NFL Plus.
Well, so ugly stat line if you're Tua Tagovailoa, and even more unsightly considering.
Hey man, we might see Shador. We get a quick touchdown here. We might see Shador.
Down in the fourth quarter.
It's funny because if you're a Shador fan, you want to see Shador play a little bit. You know, you're gonna have to root on Dylan getting a quick tutty right here, bro. Are we about to drop 40? I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Tua Tagovailoa now second straight week in which he has thrown at 3 picks.
Hey, come on, man. They're not going to let us run it, dog. We got to get a kill shot here.
You never like to talk about the job security.
Let's get into empty. Let's get into empty. Let's dot them to death. They're not disciplined right now. Let's dot them to death. You can spam stick. You can spam mesh on them. So this is what a bad head coach and QB look like? Yeah, this is a disaster. And they're paying a lot of money for Tua right now. I mean, I know how that feels.
It's going to get louder. And I think it bears watching, you know, how the guys in the locker room, how everybody handles the next couple of weeks, because this is the time, and I've been on teams like this before. I've been on teams that have been able to turn things around. I've been on teams that haven't. This is the time where...
Oh, that's pass interference, right? That's pass interference.
It's a time where, yeah, that should have been a flag.
Is there a flag?
Made early contact on Judy.
No flag? Dylan's got to throw a better ball there. That's got to be a better ball. It's open.
And the other part of this, look, everyone talking about McDaniel and rightfully so, but Tua.
So why did they put the flag up?
Your friend check?
Defense plays better. We have the lead. Yeah, the defense plays better when we have a lead, except for when Carson Wentz went down the field for 80.
The last 2 drives, he's just throwing the ball off the reps.
Yeah, just get the field goal. Let's get the field goal here.
40-yard line.
That's fine.
You know, here's the other thing. You know, when Mike McDaniel took over here as the head coach and really offensive coordinator,
You're kind of in a no man's land. So, like, if you don't feel like you could kick the field goal from here, you're probably going to go for it if you're Cleveland.
Offenses to play for or to watch. And when I came into this league as a rookie, I was part of the greatest show on turf. So I've been around innovative offenses. If we scored 550 points, defenses do adapt. You know, that's just the way this game is. And so when it doesn't come so easy, you don't have the big plays, and now you have the distractions. How do you adjust, and how do you adapt?
Take time out.
As a head coach, and to me, that bears worth a lot of watching. I do think the Dolphins are in a dangerous place right now, Spirit.
We need to take the time out.
So we get a flag here to get their punter a little more.
I wonder what they think Schmidt's range is, because I would have kicked a 55-yarder. Yeah, it was like a 53-yarder. I feel like you got to kick that, right? We appreciate you. Thanks for hanging tough during the toughest part of the season. It's good to hear your analysis. Appreciate you, R-Mac. Yeah, I don't know if I love punting here.
But the locker room is going to tell the real story, and we don't have access, right? We don't know exactly, but the locker room and the way things, that's really what's going to tell the story here.
Yeah, I don't get punting there. What's the extra 20 yards of field position? They just put their rookie backup quarterback in. They just put man, I mean, dog, we're up 30. We're up 25. I'm not going to bitch that much. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's not that big of a deal.
And now Ewers is going to get his first chance of the season as McDaniel pulls Tua.
And I think they benched Tua, dog.
I don't think that he anticipated putting him in the game today when he decided to make him active.
Ewers to the air, his first shot.
Oh, almost picked off again.
So Ewers, the young man, the rookie, 7th-round pick out of Texas. First time active this season.
Yeah, I think Tua just got benched.
looking in the direction of Malik Washington.
You know, we were talking, we mentioned before we went to break, we were talking about Jim Schwartz and, you know, how salty he was about, you know, asking about the lack of takeaways. And I'm really glad he decided to call his interception defenses today. I think he's been keeping those in his back pocket.
In-flight movie for the Dolphins is Remember the Titans.
Viewers from the gun, gets it to Westbrook and Keenan, and he's gang tackled. Yeah, I have to say, that was my favorite part of our production meeting when
In-flight, I don't know what they're going to be watching.
Like,
It's going to be a long fucking flight.
My interception defense or my forced fumble defense, like,
I thought Jason was...
Appreciate the super chat, Tom J.
Jim's reaction. So a third down for Miami. For Ewers, Texas kid, born and raised in San Antonio. Started his collegiate career at Ohio State.
Someone's getting fired.
His first team.
Yeah, they just benched Tua.
Against one of the elite defenses in the sport.
and a defense that at this moment in time is really starting to...
Wow, he just fumbled the snap, man.
Dolphins are going to...
Well, that didn't go well for them.
Ugliness by Miami continues.
Do we put in our backup? I mean, Dylan's so young that, like, I don't know if you put in a backup in this situation, but it feel like it might be backup time.
This is a bad look for the Miami Dolphins.
My God.
A long plane ride home to South Florida. Tua trying to give his young rookie some work.
I still don't like the offense.
He's been busy. Fair catch signal.
I mean, fair enough. It wasn't like a transformational day for the offense, you know what I mean? It was just good enough to win this week, you know what I mean?
We've had a lot of Cleveland Browns.
A lot.
Boy, you look like you're 12 years old there. My goodness.
Did what, your Just for Ben contract run out? I mean, like, you're not getting paid.
I need to get my...
Oh, how about that?
Our 17th Brown since 2017. 6 different starting quarterbacks for Cleveland.
Mike needs to be fired just for wearing it. Yeah, my man's wearing the sunglasses on an overcast day. It's kind of crazy.
Cody Kessler. It's been a fun journey.
My favorite, just you didn't answer. Jameis Winston, by far. My favorite.
Hard to argue. Can you name all of them?
Do you remember which quarterback started that game? Who played in the game that we did?
Who did start that game?
How do you not?
I don't have a very good memory.
I feel like
Miami in-flight movie, The Crying Game.
it was a lopsided.
Yeah, I don't even know, dog. This is so bad for Miami, dog.
In the fourth quarter, and then Kevin Hogan comes in. I think he threw 6 passes. How's that?
Yeah, fun little stroll down. It's been a fun journey for us here in Cleveland.
Yeah. I enjoy. Listen, like I said, my in-laws live around here.
Good throw.
I enjoy Cleveland and the fine folks. Hasn't always been the best brand of football, but you know, it's been. I empathize with this fan base. And how about this today?
Hey, this is throw it like 3 straight times to Harold Faden.
They had 32 once and maybe 29. Did you see 31 points?
No one saw this coming. And look, as crazy a year as it is in the AFC North, we're not going to get ahead of ourselves, but there's a lot of season left with the quarterback injuries with Lamar and Burrow. We know Pittsburgh's playing well. They did lose on Thursday night to Joe Flacco in Cincinnati. But this is one of those weird years in the division. And again, those emotional pendulum swings in the NFL. Everything looks bleak one week, and then suddenly it changes quickly.
Got another super chat here. Fire up that Tua Pack Q. Yeah, it's over for him, man. Oh, I gotta do something real quick.
A complimentary game like today. Lean on your defense. If the defense can take the ball away like they did and add that to what they do well, and if they run the football, they capitalize, and Gabriel plays clean, doesn't turn it over, that's their formula.
And who doesn't want to see Kevin Stefanski succeed? One of the good guys, obviously one of the offensive.
We needed this so bad. We're not the worst team. I think Kevin still might get fired, but he bought some grace. Yeah, you couldn't come into this week and be embarrassing, right?
If they ever needed a day like this was it week 7 at 1-1.
Ah, gotta catch that.
So Gabriel's pass dropped by Larvadan.
You know what would be fun? Whatever it is, when it comes down to it, the Browns, the Bengals playing for a wild card with Joe Flacco leading the way. That would be great entertainment, wouldn't it?
I think if the playoffs are anywhere in the conversation for Cleveland fans, they'll take it no matter who they're going to face potentially.
Hopefully Mike McDaniel doesn't look this bad for us. Hey, man, I would not. I don't think what we're watching here is an offensive coordinator ahead of the curve, man.
Gabriel takes a snapshot of the defense from Anthony Weaver. From the gun, Gabriel sidestepping and going to take his sack.
That's fine. Just don't get a
They've
turnover.
done a good job protecting him as Jalen Phillips finally gets to the quarterback. Second sack of Gabriel.
Okay, push your door in if we're not even going to play.
For all of the pressures that he
Man,
Pittsburgh's times in that.
who gives a fuck who's in right now?
Was his 18th pass attempt rather than his 52nd
That helps.
pass attempt against a Pittsburgh team that really is adept at rushing the passer. But, you know, I listen, I think the best part, you know, he has played clean and he's avoided the catastrophic mistake. Again, for them to get where they want to go, they're going to have to make some bigger throws down the field. The receivers are going to have to step up collectively.
Ooh, great punt.
I really like what I've seen in a quarterback just playing in his third start of his NFL career.
Borges pumped out.
Adam Archuleta completely changed his tune because at the beginning he was out for fucking blood on Dylan, bro. Winning is cool, but watching Tankathon won't be. Hey, man, it's October. I'm not even thinking about Tankathon until like December. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get to like November, December. We can start having conversations about what we might have to do. But right now, you take the fucking win.
You know what I mean? First world problems, buddy. And I have that on my bingo.
Says a man who does not own a small dog. You mess with my dogs, and I'm gonna go.
Ooh, somebody got injured.
And those coyotes, they're gonna have something to say about it. They mess with the wrong guy.
You also have one large dog. I wouldn't want to mess with young Dolce as we got an injured Miami Dolphins. Looks like it's the tight end, Julian Hill, as the athletic trainers Mike McDaniel going to come onto the field.
Not Curtis over here bailing John Rivers for Gino, blaming John Rivers for Gino. Didn't send that tweet against the. No. Curtis cannot be out here blaming John Rivers for this. What's John Rivers' ad? Oh, yeah, I got him. We got another super chat here. Are the Browns becoming Denver with Tebow?
He said we haven't
I don't know.
But the other thing that he said that really struck with me is that leadership shows up in times of adversity. So you guys keep bringing this up. What do we see from Mike McDaniel now as his team will be sitting at 1-6?
It's going to get adverse.
If it hasn't already, play action from yours. Fires.
Damn.
There's a sideline for Waddle, and he takes a hard hit.
He slapped the shit out that man.
Played by Trey Avery, and Waddle is still down. We can't afford to lose him. Quiet day so far for Waddle, who's terrific over the last 2 weeks in the absence of Tyreek Hill. And he is in a world of pain. Boy, vulnerable Arch going up for that football, unable to brace his fall. Waddle just one catch, 15 yards. He's been targeted 4 times. And Mike McDaniel back onto the field with the Miami athletic trainers.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. He got hit really hard by 28 there. I mean, it's illegal. The ball gets tipped. You could do whatever at that point. It's legal. Big up on the sleeper today. Cheers, Q. Let's check on that one more time. I failed. But maybe you could do better. If you think you could do better than what I did today, make sure you use the promo code Worst Take when you sign up for sleeper.com. Get 100% match on up to $100. Again, get 100% match up to $100. Check and see if Sleeper is available in your state today. What grade would you give for Dylan Gabriel? It was a C. It was C, C minus. The Browns won. He didn't turn the ball over. It wasn't like he did anything to win them the game, but, you know, he didn't do anything to really negatively affect their ability to win this game. I thought he was more of a victim this week of drops than anything. Like, he had a couple big plays dropped in this one. I think the one big play to Jerry Jeudy, he didn't get the ball off cleanly. It wasn't a perfect game. I wouldn't say it's a good game, but it was enough to win, you know, C, C minus. I got to watch the tape to really know how I truly feel about it, because who knows if there were opportunities there that he missed. But, you know, it was serviceable.
Third and 8. Who's going to run from the gun? Got to a top of that low pull.
Mason Graham just hauling ass, man.
Link Washington.
They going to go for this on 4th down? They just trying to get the Browns points? They just gonna go for it, dog, I guess.
Up over the next 4 weeks. Dolphins are going to go for it, 4th and 4. Cleveland rushes 4 over the middle. They're going to get the first down with Beach.
Nah, they didn't get it.
Dennis, did you mention they were 2-6 last year? They did respond, fight back, but
what's my grade on Tua? I mean, Tua was terrible in this game. It's an F minus for Tua. He got benched for what? What's his name there? Quinn Ewers? Yeah, man, it's an F minus. Pickett fumbled his first snap in Oakland. It's hard for me to call him Oakland. Not call him Oakland. I know they're in Vegas now, but they're always going to be Oakland to me. Yeah, it's been a solid day for Dylan, I guess. Fine enough. Stat line's not going to be spectacular, but he did the job you needed to win.
With Crown, please drink responsibly. And by Chili's 3 for Me. The best $10.99 you can eat.
Tonight on CBS 60 Minutes, Jared Kushner, Steve Witkoff on the Israeli-Hamas deal, and CBS Premier Week continues with the new season of the No.
This back-to-back weeks that the former Browns get exposed, Newsom and Pickett. Anybody writing a fucking essay about how the Browns should have kept Kenny Pickett? Also, all the dumb shit about Joe Flacco, as if like the Bengals winning that game. Then, oh my God, turn around. Oh, it's he come down with it.
What a catch.
That was a popcorn, bro. You could have intercepted that shit.
The NFL going from number 3 quarterback to the number 2 man today. They pick up 40.
Oh, that was a great catch. And D. Eskridge, it's been a tough game today, but that was a really nice contested catch on the sideline.
End of the day, only 2 catches on the season. Fumbled a kick return that they lost earlier in the game today. I'm sure we have something to build off of moving forward for Miami offense. They really struggled. By far the biggest play of the day. Sewers comes near side of the field against Zach Wilson.
All right, man, let's wrap it up. We'll wrap it up.
So Mike McDaniel, maybe something to do with the rain, perhaps game plan centric. So giving the young rookie 7th round pick out of Texas a shot. And Arch, look, this on paper certainly a really hard schedule. Baltimore, we know they're having some issues, but there are no gimmies over the next 4 weeks.
Listen, Cleveland came into this game a 1-win team, and it just strength of schedule. This is supposed to be an easy game, and the score is 31-6. So I don't like the whole strength of schedule. The bottom line is it doesn't really matter who they play.
Hey, look, I said this about the Browns this week. People were like, "Oh, we got the easy part of the schedule coming up." You know, we Rutgers right now. Ain't no easy game, but damn, I ain't know just how bad the situation was in Miami. Woo!
Together, everything that they've been through over the last week. Ugly day for Tua. 3 more picks in this game. As they're down 31-6. Here's going to take a timeout. A little bit of miscommunication. As we're down to 146.
What's the last time we've been this relaxed at the end of a Browns game? Like, I'm chilling right now, dog. Like, I am relaxed. This is out here on my new chair I built during the stream and shit. I'm relaxed. Look at this. Look at this. He's chilling right now. Like, when's the last time we just been chilling? Like, I ain't.
Just with them last week, and you talk about a team.
It don't matter what happened at the end of this game.
The Patriots, that is, you can see the difference in coaching and the attention to detail in all 3 phases, and it's all about Drake May right now in New England. So that'll be a great, fun battle between Jim Schwartz, Josh McDaniels, and Drake May.
We got a whole lot of cross-matching in that one. Like Vrabel. Go back to Nashville today.
Oh boy. Oh.
Damn. Larry Borum. It was Jerome Baker who came with the heavy pressure.
Just let that clock run down, dog. Stop calling these timeouts.
They lose 3.
Watch Alex Wright. Where does he come from?
Ooh.
Watch this shot at the end by Alex Wright, who comes in and just takes out Larry. I mean, Alex Wright's been all over the field today and just puts his helmet right in his chest. I mean,
his eyes just lit up.
You rarely see an offensive.
Hey, bro, just Mike, just punt the ball, dog. Why put yourself through more of this?
As we are inside of a minute left.
Like, why?
Delayed game offense. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Oh, Lord.
The defense will decline the option for a 10-second runout.
By the way, I'd like to point out, we bumped into Sean Hockley down in the tunnel. He grew up in Arizona.
Yeah, no clenched cheeks this week, man. We loose. No.
Played against you in high school. He said he had harder in his life. And when he was stuck. by Adam Marcelletta.
I think he was
Does that
just,
make you feel good?
I think he was just trying to flatter me, so we spoke highly of him on the television. But I do remember him.
Relax, bro. I don't know what to do. I ain't mad about nothing right now. Like, I'm having a good ass day.
He's had a nice little career.
Might buy some ice cream or something. You know what I mean? Say, why the fuck we ain't taking a runoff?
Very similar to his pop, who of course was one of the all-time great referees. He doesn't miss an arm day. Sean is in great shape, one of the premier referees in the sport. As this crew's been all over it. And Cleveland again coming heavy. Donovan McMillan, third sack for Jim Schwartz's defense.
My God. Why in the world?
Yeah, I mean, there's 3-4 Cleveland Browns in the backfield, and McMillan, all he has to do is just chase them.
This ain't ass whipping.
For Jim Schwartz.
Playing slide, sir.
Trying to crack a little bit of a smile there.
Look, Bodie, we gonna ignore it. We gonna ignore it, Bodie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Jim Schwartz.
Let's go kneel this shit down, and we gonna be on with the day.
Clearly an offense that is having major issues, and the Cleveland Browns, a team that had gone 11 straight games without eclipsing 17 points, they break through today. Gonna get their second win of the season.
It was a rough 6 weeks, but I mean, if you want to get out of it, have a good game. This is what you did here. Swag on wheels with the $1 super chat. Appreciate that. Browns advance to 2-5. I believe they play the Patriots next week, right? Yeah, they play the Patriots, and then it's the bye week after that. Let me look that up. So, yes, they play the Patriots next week, and then we're off to the bye week. It's going to be at Gillette Stadium. We'll see how they look there, right? Still some things to be concerned about for sure. But the defense did what they're supposed to, right? You know, they have to take opportunities like this as a challenge. You know, the Browns finally get points up. They've been complaining about points for 3 weeks. You can't give up a 14-point lead. What did they do? They extended that lead, right? The defense was phenomenal in the second half of this game. Very opportunistic in this game. Hell, they got Tua benched in this one. So that's the kind of stuff that you want to see from. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff you want to see of this defense. Mike's like, I know I'm getting fired. I'm going for it. Mike don't give a fuck what that end score looked like. I mean, like, it was bad. But it could have been so much worse. like it was bad. It was bad. All right, man. I'm gonna use the restroom. We're gonna get to a couple of super chats here, and then we're gonna start the post game show. But phenomenal dub for the Cleveland Browns as they move to 2-5. They play New England next week, and look, New England's been looking good. Drake May's been looking good. You know, they're not a cupcake team. You're going to be on the road, so we'll see if any of this, you know, carries over to next week. Definitely got to see more from Dylan. But overall, I mean, I'm not going to be mad at a 31-6 win. Put in 12 for the knee as a troll. No. All right. Let me use the restroom. I'll be right back. All right, man. I mean, again, when's the last time we've been this happy, this chill, this relaxed after a Browns game? It's been a long time. And that's the first thing I want people to appreciate. Just like, we ain't mad, we ain't furious, we ain't calling for somebody's job at this particular moment. Let's just enjoy that. Just take a second. Just take a second. Shh. Take a second. Let's enjoy it. I like it. I like it. It's good. This is good. Just a little bit more. All right. We're going to take a second to enjoy it. Browns ain't beat nobody ass in like a year. Okay. It's been a long time. We'll break down some stuff, some good, some bad. You know what I mean? It wasn't all good today, but, you know, it was good enough to win for sure. I think what we saw today is exactly why we should have been criticizing the defense over the last 2 weeks, right? Like, I think I'm perfectly justified with what we saw because we know what this defense is capable of. We know what kind of play they can produce, but they can't just be conditional. It can't be conditional play based on what the offense does. They got to be self-motivated, you know? The Browns aren't going to get anywhere if the defense is only going to show up in games that we got to lead. That's an awful way to go about it. You know what I mean? Panda with the super chat, appreciate you. So definitely. Oh, he sent the football emoji. Big shout out, man. T-Ray says 3 games in, Dylan's grade is a solid C to C plus. I would say C minus. I would say C minus. C minus. I would C plus. He has to be a lot more efficient than he's been to be at C plus. He's at C minus. You know, he hasn't really hurt the team. He hasn't been the reason they have lost games or the reason they've won games. But his play has been closer to bad than good, in my opinion. I think C plus, we're seeing chunk plays, better efficiency in the offense. We're not seeing that right now, but I'll discuss all of that, right? I'll discuss all of that. Yeah, they weren't really efficient in anything. Again, we'll talk about things that I do want to see be improved offensively in just a second here. Let me go live on Bleacher Report. Jeffrey says, Yahoo? Absolutely. 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 Yeah, they weren't really efficient in anything. Again, we'll talk about things that I do want to see be. Got another super chat here. Undefeated in the Dookie Brown uniforms. The Alpha Dogs. They're good in the Alpha Dogs this year. Yeah, I just don't think there's a lot to take away about Dylan Gabriel after this game, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I know everybody's going to rush to, like, their hot takes about the quarterback. Well, like, if I'm being real with you, I feel like I'm grifting if I'm sitting here having big thoughts about the quarterback position. Like, I just don't think there was enough to talk about in this game. He didn't do much in this game, positive or negative. You know what I mean? Why didn't he put Shador in at 5 minutes? It makes no sense. Yeah, it makes a little sense, y'all. It makes a little sense. I mean, they were in scoring position. He's a young quarterback, right? So he needs the reps. So, like, if it were Shador behind Joe Flacco, I would get that point. But Dylan, he hasn't had the success on offense to be at a place where you can just, like, not play him at the end of a blowout. You want to see him have a little bit more success there in those opportunities, so he needs to practice reps. I think that makes sense. You know, it only doesn't make sense if you just dead set don't care about seeing Dylan Gabriel on the field and you just want to see Shador play, which is probably where most of this is coming from, if we're being honest about it, for being 100% honest about it. Like, we know what the energy is. Hold on. I'm not live yet on Bleacher Report for whatever reason. Having a hard time getting connected for one reason or the other. Let's use this to see if that works. The win doesn't set us back. Hey, dude, you're gonna win more than one game this season. Like, I don't stop having the fucking tank conversation. Stop trying to take joy. Stop being a soul sucker. Yeah, like goodness. All right, hold on. That's not correct. All right, let's close that one. All right, so we should be good here. A lot of reporting eligible. What do I think? I mean, you got to do what you got to do when you got Corn Lucas out there, man. All right, we're about to go live on Bleacher Report. All right. Before we even get started, because we're going to talk about the offense, we're going to talk about the defense, we're going to talk about everything in this game that happened. And look, most of it was good. Obviously, the Browns win this one 31-6. There are some things I do have some concerns about watching in this one. We're talking about Dylan Gabriel, all of this stuff, right? But before we get into that, no, I'm not about to transition to an ad. Before we get into that, I do want us to just take a second and enjoy how this feels, right? Just feel this right here. You see this? You see how like you're happy that your football team won? You're not raging. Like if you are raging, you're kind of forcing it. We're being real. Team won 31-6. You shouldn't be mad about. There's nothing to be mad about here. There's another team that you're looking at and you're going, wow, they're in a much worse situation than we are. I mean, you got a little schadenfreude. Let's just take a second and just take a deep couple of breaths and enjoy what we have saw today. Let's just enjoy it. Don't talk to me about draft position right now. Don't talk to me about this, the thing you still mad about from 2 weeks ago. Just shut the up and let's enjoy it. Come on. There we go. Just let's take it in. You see how that feels? You see how that feels good that the Browns won a game? That the Browns not only won a game, they put belt to ass today. Clap it up, man. Clap it up. Clap it up for you. Woo. Woo. All right. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to cover in this one. We'll start with the defense. I've been pretty critical of the Browns defense over the last couple of weeks. And the only reason I've been critical of them is because I know that they're capable of being better than they were over the last couple of weeks, right? And a lot of this they were chalking up to the offense isn't putting up points. We don't have points. Teams can just make it easy on us, all of this stuff. And I need this defense to be a little bit more self-motivated than that, right? Their defense can't have their energy be dictated by the offense. They have to create their own momentum. They have to create their own energy. So that's still something that we will see going forward if the Browns defense can do, because, you know, there was an issue. This week, it didn't matter, right? The first half of this game, I think you could say special teams got a turnover. The offense got a couple of big plays. The only side of the ball that was a little bit looser than you expected was the defense in the first half of this, right? A scoring drive to the Dolphins that you had a 2nd and 22 on, right? They let them get the field goal at the end. It wasn't the cleanest operation in the first half. And you went into that halftime hoping that they would correct things. Spoiler warning, they definitely corrected things in the second half of this game, right? That's when this defense started to look like the defense that we have been talking about, being elite, being the best in the world, all of this. Now, again, it's the Dolphins. They are a freaking mess right now. I know we throw around terms like this team quit on their coach or they've given up. They don't even want to win lightly in today's media landscape when it comes to sports. But let's be real here. What we saw from the Miami Dolphins today was a team that had no interest in playing football. Like, absolutely no interest in playing football today. And that played a role. Like the Miami Dolphins, I think they gave up 10 points at the start of this game. And like all 10 of those points, you could contribute at some point to a penalty, or at least on that drive that kept the drive alive. And then obviously the Browns offense did a solid job of finishing those drives. Browns also scored 31 points. First time they scored plus 30 in a very long time. It's the first time they've had over 17 points as a offense in a very long time, although it's very assisted by penalties in the defense as well in the second half. But Tua threw 3 interceptions in this game. He went 12 of 23 for 100 yards. He averaged 4.3 yards per attempt and a 24 rating. He was awful in this game. He got outgained by Quinn Ewers in this one eventually. They got problems there in Miami. The Browns defense did an excellent job of capitalizing on those problems. And the Browns defense did what you expected them to do against a Miami Dolphins team that came into this game limping and walked into the second half limping even more than they had came into this game with. So kudos to the defense. Grant Delpit and Carson Schlesinger were exceptional in this game in multiple aspects of it. I can't wait to break it down and look at it. I thought this was Mason Graham also. Got to give Mason Graham his flowers. I thought Mason Graham was also exceptional in this game as well. So got to give credit where credit is due. Those guys were absolutely exceptional. The defense in the second half, exceptional. Myles Garrett in the second half of this game was exceptional. That is the defense that we talk about, and that's the defense that we expect to show up every week. I don't have high expectations for the defense because I want to be unfair to the defense. I have high expectations to the defense because they've earned it. And earning high expectations means you're going to get held up to a higher bar, which means sometimes you're just going to be expected to produce in adverse circumstances. Today, no adverse circumstances. They did great. Got to give credit to them in their defense and how the defense played today, especially in the second half. First half, wasn't super excited about how they were playing in the first half. Second half of football, much, much, much better. Let's talk about the offense. There's some good here. There's some bad here, right? If we want to start with the good, I thought schematically, if you look at how the plays were drawn up, play design wise, we were way more creative this week than we were in previous weeks. They were trying a bunch of different stuff in short yardage. They're trying a bunch of different stuff on first down. So I got to give them credit for that, right? And they were much more creative. I thought in the first half of this game, Kevin really was in a good flow as a play caller. In the second half, he kind of lost rhythm. I think he kind of fell back into being really, really like worried about his offense making a mistake, put the training wheels back on it. Not really a fan of how he called the game in the second half, but in the first half, I thought we saw some really good stuff from Kevin. Really good play designs, some really good screen stuff, like all great stuff there. The issue is, one, yes, we were creative with play design. It didn't lead us to be that much more efficient on the ground. On the ground, we were actually very inefficient. Browns ran the ball 33 times in this game, 104 yards. That's 3.2 yards a carry, they got 3 touchdowns, so they got the stuff that mattered, right? And against a team like Miami, that's going to be more than enough to win. But next week, you are playing the Patriots. This offense still has a ways to go with efficiency until they're able to beat a team with a competent offense right now. Luckily for them this week, the Miami Dolphins are nowhere near competent right now. So they were able to benefit from that, but still want to see more efficiency in the run game. We're still not doing great there. 3.2 yards per carry. I know you can multiply it by 4 and you get to over 10, but that's not how that stat works, right? You want to be above 4.2 yards per carry for a solid, efficient number. We weren't there. None of our running backs individually were there. I think we were really relying on run game production off of a couple of big chunk plays from Quincy Judkins. And then the same goes in the passing offense. It was a little more efficient than it's been, right? I think 6.4 yards per attempt versus the 5 yards per attempt we've been, but not significantly more efficient than we've been. Dylan Gabriel, 13 of 18, 116 yards. It's a game for Dylan Gabriel that's going to be characterized more by what he didn't allow to have happen and less about what he actually did to get to success here. Somebody says the crowd chanting Shador is pressure. I don't think it matters. I don't think they care. They've never cared. They played Deshaun Watson last year after he was like absolutely going to get booed in week 7 They do not care about that sort of thing. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's bad, but I don't think they care. They won the game 31-6. You think they're shaking in their boots because some people in the crowd were like, we want Shador. I don't think they care. So who cares? Whatever people were chanting here. Is it at the point to where you want to bench Dylan? Probably not, because he's not costing you anything. Like, he's a net neutral out there. We saw what a net negative could be at quarterback. And ironically enough, it's the quarterback that Dylan gets compared to, right? Dylan was better than Tua in this game by simply just being a net neutral, right? Tua was terrible in this game. Tua was so bad in this game. Through 3 interceptions, not a single one of these interceptions were explainable, by the way. Like, every interception, each one worse than the other. That's a quarterback who's completely lost confidence. I don't know what Miami does going forward. It looked like they benched Tua at this game because they not only put in Quinn Ewers at the end of this game, but they put in Quinn Ewers and they had Quinn Ewers like aggressively running the offense, which would indicate that like they were still trying to win in the late part of the fourth quarter when they benched Tua. Maybe they didn't completely bench him. They'll clarify that in the press conference. But yeah, like you could definitely be worse than what Dylan was today. You can definitely be more of a detriment to the team. We saw that with Tua. And until it get like one of two things going to have to happen for Dylan not to play. Either he gets injured, obviously, or if Dylan starts to play so poorly that he becomes a negative to the offense. At that point, you have to make a move, right? But right now, he's neutral. If you want me to give a grade on what he's done in these 3 games, I would say a C-. Right? He's closer to bad than he's been good, but there's been just enough there to justify keeping him on the field. Like, there's some moments there where he makes some plays and some big spots that do lead to points. It's just not frequent enough for me to say he's closer to good than bad, right? Still not turning the ball over. That's been his biggest strength, right? He hasn't turned the ball over since he's been out there. It's been 3 weeks. Should have probably had a lot of turnovers versus Pittsburgh, but can't judge it based on hypothetical turnovers, right? He's done a good job keeping the ball clean, not creating turnovers. I don't know. I don't know how you watch this game, and I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a game where I don't really leave with that much of an impression of Dylan Gabriel, positive or negative. I just don't know how you could walk away from this game with a huge positive or negative kind of thought about Dylan. It was just a nothing game from Dylan, right? Like, he wasn't asked to do much. It wasn't a game where you're going to put the quarterback in a position to make a ton of plays or ask the quarterback to make a ton of plays. You only threw the ball 18 times in this game. Like, it was what it was. He didn't turn the ball over. He facilitated the offense fine. He managed the game fine. Like, if you're walking away from this being like, oh my God, Dylan Gabriel's the next big thing, you're probably grifting. And the opposite is true too. If you're trying to turn this game into an outright disaster for Dylan Gabriel, I think you're grifting as well. Like, the truth is just, he was perfectly serviceable today. Wasn't a good game, wasn't a bad game. He just kind of was there. And that's fine, right? It was enough to win the game by the margin that you needed to win the game by. He didn't do anything to close that margin. He was perfectly fine in this one. We'll see what he does next week, right, against the Patriots, where, look, that offense has been cooking. He's going to be asked to do a lot more in that game, I would expect, because the Patriots are going to be capable of putting up some points here, right? So next week, you're probably going to expect more from him, but Miami was just shooting themselves so much in the foot in this game constantly that it just was never going to come down to the quarterback position unless the quarterback was turning the ball over, and that's just not what happened in this game. Dylan didn't do the one thing he needed to do. Dylan didn't do the one thing that if he did, he would have hurt the team, which is turn the ball over. Everything else he could have done, it was fine. Quincy, 25 carries, 84 yards. Again, we got to find a way to be a lot more efficient with Quincy running the ball. Too many times where we're running plays that are just dead on arrival in the run game. You know, again, it didn't hurt you this week because you're playing the Miami Dolphins and they're not very good right now, but it will hurt you next week when you're playing a more motivated team on the road in the New England Patriots. And the Browns defense just hasn't been that great on the road either. So we'll see how they finish this one off. Overall, I leave this game happy that the Browns did not look like the Miami Dolphins, if I'm being real with you, right? Miami Dolphins look like a team in crisis, okay? The Miami Dolphins look like a team where you could justify a mid-season coach fire, right? The Browns did not today. Now, I don't know what this says for Kevin's job security long-term. That's going to be a big question here. Don't know what that's going to look like for Kevin long term. You're not going to change that answer based on one game where you didn't even really do that much offensively. When the big questions about Kevin is the offense right now. But a lot of the other things that people are questioning about Kevin, would this team show up? Would this team fight for Kevin? Would this team play hard for Kevin? I think we got some answers this week, right? They fought really hard for Kevin. They played really hard. Like, you're watching the Miami Dolphins, and that's a team that had no effort today, gave no right, like, about anything going on in this game, and you saw it, right? That's a team where you're like, I don't know if you could justify keeping this guy long term. With Kevin, it was better. It's a step in the right direction. The goal here is that you fix the problems that you have on offensively, right? Whether it's Kevin Stefanski that fixes it or somebody else who gets the job after Kevin that fixes the problems offensively, I could care less. But I want the problems on offense that are obviously there to be fixed. So it's kind of a step in the right direction. Still not seeing the efficiency that I want from the offense, though. Not going to be a transformative performance from Kevin, but it's nice to see that the guys in that locker room still are able to play with high energy for their head coach there. And that is a positive sign for Kevin. Will it be enough to save him? I don't know. But as T-Ray says right here, Miami firing someone after this game. For the Dolphins, I don't know how you walk away from this game feeling great about anything, right? They didn't look like a team with a lot of fight. The Dolphins were super penalty high in this game. Like, just not really the game that you wanted it. But we'll see what happens going forward. All I know is that the Browns won this game 31-6. It's been a long time since the Browns won a game by a plus margin. And I think it's something that we should appreciate, enjoy, and just bask in, right? Watch that 4 o'clock game and not be stressed out. Watch that 8 o'clock game, right? You know, it was nice that the Browns could win this week, especially after all the manufactured bullshit outrage that people were trying to farm about the Joe Flacco thing, as if Joe Flacco winning a game as a Cincinnati Bengal against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are in first place, was a bad thing for the Cleveland Browns. Like, if we're still talking about the division being alive, Joe Flacco winning that game helped the Cleveland Browns. I don't know why people were acting like I should be furious that Joe Flacco won that game. We all didn't want Joe Flacco to play by the time he got benched. I mean, that was a universal decision. Look at any poll by the time we got to week 4 about it. Maybe you can make some kind of quasi point about Kevin Stefanski and Joe Flacco, and, oh, Kevin, the offense looks bad, but then Joe Flacco puts up all these points. And it's like, yeah, but the one team has Jamar Chase. It's just so much manufactured bullshit this week about the team. If you want to criticize Kevin for the offense, just watch his games. You don't have to watch other teams and make up points here. But great job from the Browns. They scored, ironically enough, 31. I think the Bengals scored 33 on Thursday Night Football, so similar amount of points. And they won the game by a margin. They didn't do anything weird at the end of the game to let the Dolphins back into it. They were focused for 4 quarters, and they finished the game like they needed to. Is there room for improvement? Absolutely. You know, the offense could be way more efficient. The defense could be more aggressive from the start, instead of allowing Miami to get 6 points there in the first half. But we're talking about small stuff here, splitting hairs. We'll see. Next week's going to be a much bigger test for this Cleveland team, going up against a Drake May and New England Patriots offense that's been hot, right? A Mike Vrabel who's familiar with Cleveland in this building. So we'll see what happens there. But so far, can't sit here and be upset or outraged because the Browns won this game. Super happy about it. But let me know what y'all think. You know, let's get to the comments here. Let's see what y'all thought about this win, because I was pretty happy with it. All right, let's get to it. Love that the defense showed up in the second half of this game, man. Gonna pull up some super chat because I didn't get to all of them while I was recording, but yeah. Someone said TR234 in the Bleacher Report chat says we played a team that's as bad as we are. No, we played a team that is worse than we are. I think that part is clear. The Browns aren't great, but whatever the Miami Dolphins are right now, so much worse. So much worse. All right, where was my first super chat here? Right. Okay, imagine if the Browns were 1-6, not being able to be last in the division, like the Dolphins will be if the Jets lose. Orange Tadpole. Panda says, my BF loves your channel. Each game, he's waiting on your reaction. Number 10 is you, he said. Appreciate the super chat, Panda. All right. Roy Haynes says, good day. Junkies is a monster, but Kev is still conservative in my mind. And that deep ball was Yeah, Dylan didn't get all behind it. I wonder if he got hit as he threw it. Still got to make that connection there because it was a wide open deep ball. Would have been a kill shot. Would have loved to see us put the kill shot in there, right? JJ says, so happy to see my team finally running the playbook. In our top 3 defense score all 30 points. Our potential here the first week of the season was there the first week of the season. Yeah, I think, a couple ball bounces in the right direction. We're still very much in it for this year, but unfortunately that didn't happen, Great win, return to complimentary football from Doc. It's amazing what this team does. Like they beat the Green Bay Packers, a Super Bowl contender, and then they beat somebody's ass when they play complimentary football. If only they could do that consistently. Can't run the young man into the ground. Talking about Quincy, I agree with that from John Coyne. Appreciate the super chat. Max Al Dojo, a OG of the channel, says, don't put belt to ass. Appreciate that. Boxing Logics United says the crowd chanting for Shador's pressure. Don't really think anybody cares. They'll play Shador when they want to. There's been all kind of pressure to play Shador, and they've not been falling to it. So they're gonna stick to their plan there, and it's probably you're not gonna see them until after the bye week. Let's be real. The Real says it's time to get a new QB literally out there. Nobody wants to see him but Stefanski. Hey man, you can't just bench somebody because you want to see somebody else more. That makes no sense, right? Like Dylan's got to actually do something to play himself out of it. And right now we're talking about a 31-6 win. You're not benching your quarterback after a 31-6 win. Like, let's not encourage being stupid here just because you want to see Shador. T-Ray says Miami is firing somebody after this game. Absolutely. Conservative. Still, the deep ball was ugly. Judkins is a monster. Okay, I already saw that one. We'll see. Definitely want to continue. You want to see more from Dylan. Obviously, since you won, it's not really going to bother you that he wasn't super productive in this game because ultimately you were able to win without it, and you didn't really need too much production to win this game. Well, we'll see. They play New England next week. That's going to be a better opportunity to be able to judge where the offense is. But yeah, it's still a 31-6 win. You know what I mean? Not gonna sit here and be mad about a 31-6 win. I'm not frustrated. I'm not angry. Like, we did what we needed to do. But yeah, and y'all don't gotta be man. Doug Martin died. What? That's awful. Yeah, but, just got to continue to build off of this. All right. I think I'm going to end stream now. Get started with the post-game stuff. But, yeah. Yeah, this is the mentality defensively in the second half that they need to play with. Absolutely. All right. Appreciate everybody joining, watching me put together a chair. That was fun. But it's time for me to go and work on stuff and enjoy some football for the rest of the day. Hope you do the same. Rest in peace to Doug Martin, who passed away today. Don't really have any news updates on why he passed away or what happened there, but tragic loss. They're only 36 years old. The muscle hamster will always be remembered to me. One of my favorite running backs of that era. So, send your condolences, your prayers tonight to his family and his loved ones. Make sure that, you put all the goodwill you can for him because that's unfortunate. But also try to enjoy today. The Browns won 31-6. Doesn't happen often. You got to enjoy it when it happens. Also, shame Curtis Brown, 21 on Twitter. He out here lying about what he did to Geno Smith, and we need the brother to tell the truth. David Hahn says this team is a sleeping giant waiting for a quarterback. I think we need a couple of things before we can claim we're a sleeping giant. We need the offense to be a lot more efficient. Even if the quarterback of the future is not there, still need more efficiency from this offense, specifically more efficiency from the run game. And then obviously you want to get better tackle play, better wide receiver play. But, they have enough tools to where if they get things right in the offseason, they get quarterback right, they get a couple of free agent signings right, some draft picks right, that they could be in a much better place in a year than where they are right now. How far they can go, I have to wait and see to what they do. But, yeah, it's not hard to see that this team could get to a place because there still is a lot of talent on the roster. But that's it for me. Y'all have a great day. Appreciate it chatting with y'all. Appreciate it hanging with y'all. Thank y'all for sticking with me while making this chair and everything else. But y'all have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace.